Morning. I just wanted to talk about some things. First of all, it's my birthday. Second of all, I hate celebrating birthdays. Third of all, I don't believe in aging. I don't believe in death. I don't believe in a lot of things that at one time I did believe in. Normally, I would think that my birthday would be a lot happier, but I've been doing a lot of like soul searching, and technically speaking, my birthday isn't as fulfilling as I would hope it would be. So many people, they go out, they celebrate, they have fun, they have friends and whatever, but I don't really have any. And sometimes I like to look at my life every once in a while. Some introspection, some self. Thank you. Oh, it was the best gift ever, seeing your face. I love you. I've been doing some self-reflection, self-introspection, and oh, thanks for being here, Lena. There just comes this time in every girl's life, I guess, where you just need to like admit some things because you need to like live with yourself. And I've been I've been doing that. So while it's like normally pretty happy birthday and like people are celebrating and stuff, I've been actually like going within and like looking at things and recognizing where I sell myself short and how I deserve a lot better. And I've just been like kind of going within the last couple days and just like really look. Well, I mean, I'm 37 now today. And I guess for 37 years I've been looking at it, I've been going introspective and like looking at myself. Like I ask myself quite often, not often enough, but more often than I ever have, what kind of leader do you want to be? Who do you want to be, really? When you look in the mirror, or when women look up to you, or little girls try to get insight from you, who are you being? And lately, I feel like a hypocrite. Whereas normally this would be like a really kind of optimistic day and I'd be celebrating. It's not really. I don't know that we should be celebrating me. Thankfully, people already do the judgment thing pretty well. People already judge me quite harshly. I'm really kind of glad I don't judge myself that harshly, but in a way I kind of do. And where a normal person would take all the scrutiny and absorb it and internalize it, I refuse. I don't want to do that. I love myself too much to take on the hate. But I definitely do like every once in a while looking at myself and being like, are you the kind of leader that you would want to follow? And sometimes you just, like on your deathbed, you're one day going to look back at your life and be like, did you really live it to the best you could? And lately there's just things that I'm doing that I'm not proud of. I'm not proud of. And I wanted to be more proud of myself by this age. I'm not a horrible person. I'm not a monster. But I definitely have made my mistakes, and I still do. And I guess if there's anything I want for this birthday, it's to feel better about myself and the way that I judge myself. You know, I talk all the time about being a woman that demands her worth and her value and knows who she is. And I haven't been able to feel that lately. I've been getting breadcrumbed. Oh, Alan Watts. Yeah, I do like him. Thank you. You are forgiven. We all are. Sometimes you know that you'll be forgiven and you just don't want to be because you know that God is that merciful. And you don't want to like take advantage of a kind God. And sometimes well, I know God would have open arms for me, and I don't necessarily know that I want him to, you know. So of all my birthdays that I've had, I don't know if I want to be celebrated in this one today. Just like the way that I've been quite selfish. Like I've been quite selfish and thinking only of myself, and it was because in the opposite direction I was so often thinking of only others that you go in this like pendulum swing. You go to thinking only of yourself and not really caring who you hurt or what problems may arise. And I guess I'm stuck in that. And I don't think I'm stuck. I think it's good that I'm self-reflective, but I don't know. I don't know. I guess I wanted to say happy birthday to me. Yay, it's so happy. So exciting. So exciting being me. So fun. So fun. I love being me. Anyway, thank you guys so much for supporting me. I don't necessarily know that I want you to anymore. In fact, this is exactly what I talk about all the time. I talk about, you guys, stop putting people on a pedestal. Stop holding people to such high standards when they're just human and they're going to make mistakes. And I think that we're learning that in the world. Like, I think that you're seeing all these leaders that honestly received way too much respect from us. They received too much adoration. They received too much privilege, you know, money and time and energy. And then the way we worshipped these people, I think what you're just seeing is you're seeing the ego crumble. You're seeing what needs to happen is egos crumble. That moment of like real, true realization, but then the feeling of repentance, but like true repentance, you know, not just like, oh my God, like I did what I did and that's it. And you know, you see so many of these people. Like I'm watching this one girl, she's online, and she's known for literally offing her mother, and she's a celebrity, so she's calling herself. And there's a difference between being famous and being infamous, you know. And anyway, I'm watching that whole train wreck of a situation completely crash down, burn down, and I'm like, couldn't happen faster. It couldn't have happened to a less introspective person. And I just know that there's only one thing I want, and it's to be the leader that I wish I would have had. I've made my mistakes. I want what I want. I don't care who gets hurt in the process, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't do anything that would like harm another person, but if you think about it, sometimes you do it anyway. You harm someone unknowing. Like, I guess when you do what you do, you like to think that you do it with good intentions, but maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe there's always that day of reckoning, that judgment day that you just, I don't know. Can you live with yourself is a real question. So I don't mean to be all like negative Nancy and down and depressing and everybody's just like, wow, like what happened to Jenna? But it's like what happened to Jenna was God went to Jenna and God said, do you like yourself? Happy birthday. Yay. Happy birthday. Do you love yourself? So I just want to be that girl that I never had on this spiritual journey. And I feel like a true hypocrite when I'm sitting here pining after a man that's unavailable. And why? Sometimes you get to this point where you like look back at some of these relationships and you're like, what did I ever see in him? And it's not that they were like a bad person or anything. It's just like you got breadcrumbs. You got nothing but just like their leftovers, or they're like 5 minutes at the end of the day. And it's like, are you really that girl? Are you really that woman? Are you really that woman to be okay with it? You know? And not only are you okay, but then you're the hypocrite that's sitting here being like, girl, yeah, slay queen. You deserve the fucking world. Like, yeah, this is it. This is what you get. You know, you can have the whole world, but then you're settling for breadcrumbs. I don't. I'm not that girl. I'm not that woman. And lately there's just been this like blockage in my throat and I haven't been able to speak my truth and talk about what really truly has been happening to me. I've been like trapped, it feels. Nobody really understands the level to which I'm trapped, but it's like, how can you be free and trapped at the same time, right? And I feel like the industry, which I'm trying to get into, which, you know, as Hollywood crumbles, as the powers that be are being highlighted as being disgusting, there are just so many places for new up-and-comers to be the ones that are truly shining a light in this world and going around spreading the gospel, the true love of God. And though I have that, I have the love of God, and I know God loves me, I kind of sometimes don't want him to. I guess I prefer the devil loving me, because I feel like when the devil loves me, the breadcrumbs that he gives are warranted. When God hands me everything, it doesn't feel fair. It feels like, you know my heart, you know what I did, you saw everything. You saw who I am. You're watching everything from an invisible place, for fuck's sake, it's all invisible. And yet, you still choose me, and I don't understand why. And I don't know how to really accept it. And there's just so many women that I want to inspire. And there's so many victims of the things that I've been through that I owe it to you. I owe so much. I can't sit here promoting true freedom when I don't feel free. I mean, on paper, sure. Free as can be. No ring on my finger. No contract in the physical 3D world. But man, if that doesn't feel also confining in its own way. And sometimes I promote such a a life of freedom, that I'm hated for it on so many occasions. And I get it. I get why you'd hate me. No, I really do. Truth be told, I kind of hate myself. I get it. I get it. And you know, sometimes looking at yourself under this magnifying glass of, okay, would you follow you? Would you want to have you as a leader? And when you can really look at it and be like, God, no, not really. Then why should I allow other people to listen to me and follow me and take advice from me and hear me out on things, you know? So I'm just going through this phase where I'm really looking at the way that men, especially, that I've allowed men, me, men don't really have the choice, see, because the real truth, and this is what I teach with manifestation. Oh, thank you, Averia. Bless your heart. Hello. The devil is beautiful. He only wants you to enjoy your life with knowledge. Does the devil really want you to have knowledge? And for what? So that you can dismantle him. There's this thing that's happening to me lately, and I've been accepting this shadow side of myself, and a lot of you are going to be like, wow, she's gone in the opposite direction, perhaps, you know? Been drinking more. Been participating in some hemp, some cannabis, some THCA, which is legal in my state, recreationally. And I've been partaking in some of these things that most would deem, you know, inappropriate. I've also been having safe sex, but I've also been, you know, enjoying the fruits of my labor. And I've been living this shadow side in a way that is like pleasurable. And I do what I want, when I want, how I want. And as much as I know that you have to have the light to have the shadow and the shadow to have the light, right? Like you have to have kind of both. There's just, as much as I'm okay with what it is I'm doing as a full-grown adult female, I'm also understanding that I want to be somebody that I can look up to. I want to be somebody that I'm like, damn, great job. I'm proud of you. And I haven't been feeling that way lately. And perhaps this is when the light side comes in and looks at your shadow and says, but I love you anyway. And gotta have both. I guess you gotta have both, you know. But I don't really care too much about the birthday wishes, the thumbs up, the shares alike. Sometimes I just want to be a hermit and a recluse, pretend the world doesn't even know me, go off the grid completely, and just like hide in a cave. And that's not possible, and that's not my path, and that's not what God wants for me, I suppose. Nor is it what the devil wants for me anymore. The devil also believes that I'm going to be more well-known soon, rubbing elbows with people in the industry, which is very much going to happen soon, and I can see it. I can see the writing on the wall. I know that a lot of us are being tasked with going back into the matrix, the 3D, the world, the whatever. After a spiritual awakening, you're going back into the world, going back into the Hunger Games, I suppose. And this time you're with powerful ones, you know. And in the movie The Hunger Games, which is my favorite series, they win the Hunger Games, and then they have to turn around or go right back in, which was so unexpected. But when they go back in, this time they go in with just victors, people who've also won. So it's like new levels, new devils, you know, more powerful people, more influential people, people with more money, people with more talent, people with more experience, people with, you know. And so for me to go into the industry, which I very much know is exactly why my music writing is coming in, my voice, my vocals are coming back. I've been meeting these producers. I know I've been meeting other musicians. I absolutely understand that it's a war for my soul. The good news is I have Christ consciousness. I can think and self-reflect. The bad news is I have Christ consciousness and I have a conscience. So I end up hating myself more than the average person. Hello. Hello, thank you for being here. I really appreciate the comment. Thank you. Happy birthday. Keep your head up. You're beautiful, smart, and you know you've got this. God has plans, honey. Bless your heart, Dana. Why are you so hard on yourself? If I'm not hard on me, and I know that I'm God of my reality, who else will be hard on me? That's a real question. Guys, we got to ask ourselves this. If you know, as God of your reality, you can have anything, do anything, be anyone, attain any goal at any cost, hurting people and get away with it, then who else should be hard on us but ourselves? Who could be? Who could be? No one can really, even if I were to give an opinion from someone, if it came from an outside source, I'd let it go in one ear, out the other. You know, who could ever tell me no? I have I'm an Aries in my season. Who could ever tell me, the most headstrong girl you know, no? But myself, but God within me. That's like, is this what you want to be though? So as much as I promote how free it is to be free and to know that you are sovereign and you are God of your reality, there also needs to be this, like, what kind of God do you want to be? Do you want to be merciful? Do you want to be righteous? Do you want to be introspective? Do you want to be a complete tyrant? Do you want to be a bully? Do you want to just push people to the side for you to get your way? Like, that makes you no different than any others. That makes you no different than them. You know? Barreling down because you're more powerful, and you know you're more powerful because unfortunately people that are spiritually unenlightened so far, they've not gone through their spiritual journey. It's like taking candy from a baby. That's not even fair. That's why the friends that I need to associate with are not muggles. These are not people who are betas. These aren't people who are victims of their life. They know their power and they know how to use it and wield it properly. And they know not to do horrible, harsh, cruel things as the God of their reality, the operant power. The only one that's going to make the rules for us is ourselves. So really, if I'm not hard on myself, who will be? Who could be? I may see 8 billion comments in a day telling me that I'm the world's worst person on the planet, and I will let it fall by the wayside. I will let it go in one ear, out the other, because I don't care about people's opinions of myself. What I really care about is the opinion I have of myself. So I don't know that today is much of that day to celebrate Jenna the Magical. It's more like Jenna the Humble today. Jenna the Humbled. Jenna the one that is trying to figure out on Judgment Day for the whole planet why we're in the apocalypse, why we're facing all of these struggles and trials and tribulations on the planet, and why everyone that claims to love us really don't. and why we're so clinging on to those who are spiritually weaker than us so far. They'll go on their journey. I mean, they'll go wake up. They'll go on their spiritual journey too. They won't be spiritually weak forever, but it's like, do you really want easy? Or do you want to be challenged by your own self? Right? And somebody asked, why are you so hard on yourself? And it's like, are you going to be hard on me? I receive thousands of hate comments every single week. Every single week. And this has gone on for years. Are you going to tell me something about myself? Right. I didn't think so. All of those hateful comments went in one ear out the other. So who then could tell me anything about myself? And, you know, as much as I love what I teach, because I'm a manifestation coach, and honestly, to be honest with you, I think I'm the best. I think I'm the best manifestation coach that's ever existed. No offense to the others. I just think I am the best. I also know that with great power comes great responsibility. And though you know you're limitless and you are powerful and you can have anything you want and do anything you want and say anything you want and traverse the universe, travel and transport to new timelines where you get your way. And sometimes you have to look at it like, do I deserve to get my way though? Am I that person that I would support? Do I want to give all of my power to somebody like myself? Would I subscribe to me? Would I pay? Would I donate to me? Would I give compliments? Do I? This is the real thing, because if I don't, for myself, tell myself I'm beautiful and loved and wanted and chosen and I'm an amazing leader and I'm inspiring and I'm motivational and I'm a beautiful girl, then why should I allow you to tell me that? Right? And I think that's what we're going to learn in this new earth together. The old world is crumbling. Look, there's nothing for us to hold on to. It's dead. It's decaying. It's leaving. It's crumbling. You're seeing that anything we built on quicksand as a society is toppling. So there's one of two choices. Either we all cease to exist and we just glitch out, or we create a new paradigm and we shift our consciousness to that new paradigm, that new earth. We either build new earth or we crumble with the old one. Now, technically, there's not much crumbling that will be happening for those that are in Christ. Those who know they are God. There isn't much you get to experience but God's love and mercy, and you will be going to the new earth even when you don't want it. Even when you do not think you deserve paradise, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The only one that could take you back to hell is you. And I have to ask myself today, where do you want your next year of life? Where do you want it to take you? To hell or to new earth? Because either way, you're right and you get to decide. But I just feel there's such a gap, such a huge bridge between the new earth and the old one that we all knew. You're already in the new so much that you can't really jump to that old timeline for very long without it absolutely sucking. It will be horrible. And you'll be like, dude, do I deserve this? And so you'll be forced to really evaluate. You'll be forced to go through an ego death just as I have. And thankfully, definitely Mary Jane has helped with that. 420, very much all about, I love marijuana over here, but THCA is legal here in this state. And though it's not as potent as the real thing, because it's like a molecule needs to be like activated in the body. It's a whole thing. It's different. It still does work for me, but it just takes a little bit more. And even still, I've been having my high, and then I have my very, very low. And I realize, wow, like the only one I've ever been battling is me. The only one that's ever told me yes is me. The only one that's ever told me no is me. And that is a very strong power to have. And I have to continue asking myself, what kind of leader do you want to be, Jenna? Every once in a while, it's a very good thing to reanalyze, reevaluate who you are as a human being, because there are so many people looking up to you. So many people that rely on you to be something, even when you don't want to be something. And that's the true responsibility of being a leader. And though I tried for so long to hide and to just pass off my leadership duties to anybody else, sometimes with an Aries, you get so fed up with watching other people try to do it that you just say, fuck this, just give it to me, I'll do it, come on. And you do it in 2 seconds, and it's flawless. But you got to get an Aries really pissed off, and you got to get them really, 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 really angry that you have been leading people astray, and then you find the real one, and then the real one says, fucking sit down, shut up, hold my beer, and let me do this. And I guess that's where I'm at. I look at these leaders and I'm like, dude, are you serious? You have the codes to the nukes? Wow, are you serious? You're out here leading people astray? Pastors and politicians and popes. Wow. How much self-evaluation do these people do? And really it gets to this point of like, if you're not going to lead, let me do it. But then I have to look at myself as a leader and be like, why would I want to lead? What message do I have that is worth listening to? The things that I've been doing lately, who says that it's wrong? Who could? Who could? Who could say what you're doing is wrong but your own inner conscience? Really, I mean it. Like, you see these people who are leading right now, and it's like they're crumbling. Like they're not able to make it. People are judging these leaders good. About damn time. And there's not going to be anything that can stop it either. Like, these people are going to be forced through their own admission to talk about how shitified they are as a human being. They have no choice. You may see them on trial. You'll see them in their own videos. You'll see it doesn't matter, but they're going to be admitting through their own admission of guilt. Like, the Holy Spirit is making these people bleh. They have to. We're already in a higher earth. We're in a more high vibrational reality version of earth. Lies cannot exist here. Darkness does not exist here. Secrets do not exist here. Pain does not exist here. Tears do not exist here. Omissions of truth do not exist here, and that includes myself. Especially myself. Especially. I mean, I've been on my spiritual journey 15 years, and that whole time I've been a prophetess, and I have preached the gospel of Jesus Christ that entire time, and I have not changed yet. I have not stopped yet. Even in the darkest of times, even in the times I overindulge, even in the times I do things that would be repulsive to most, I enjoyed it. Why would I do it if I didn't enjoy it? So at some point, you got to really look at it like, though you're overindulging and though you're loving life's sinful pleasures, is it really, who is determining that it's sin? Who determines, when you have the power to be anything you want, who then is determining whether you are a good person or not? Is it not Judgment Day? Is it not Judgment Day for every leader on the planet? For every single one of us, because every single one of us are leaders in our own world. You know, you are the one leading in your world. So, I mean, you got your own quantum bubble. You have your own video game. You have your own simulation. You have your own matrix. You are the leader of it. You are the leader of the free earth. You're the leader of the free world now in this regard, because you're certainly not looking to our presidents, our politicians, our prime ministers, or our, popes as leaders anymore. Okay? So, we either have two options. One, we admit that we no longer need leadership, which I don't necessarily know that that's ever going to be the case. I really don't. I really don't. Even if we form a smaller government that is run by more authentic, true people that care about the rights and the respects of the lesser guy, the little guy, even still, won't there be natural providers and protectors and healers and leaders that step up? I mean, they'll be stepping up. And you're going to have to notice a shift in leadership, and you're going to have to ask yourself, do I trust this person to make good decisions, righteous decisions based on integrity? And to be honest, you should not vote for me. Cheers. Salud. You shouldn't like me. No, you shouldn't want to listen to me. You should take what I say about you being God, and you should end it there. You should take what I say about being the most powerful source in your reality, and you should leave it at that. You should take that nugget of truth, and then you should disregard everything else I say. And you shouldn't look up to me as a leader. In fact, I would beg that you don't. I would ask that if anyone on this planet gets your respect and your honor, it's not me. I hope it would be you. And I hope that you would look to yourself as that beacon of light that the whole world's looking for, and not go give it to another celebrity or elitist with, billions of it. I heard yesterday Elon Musk has like 800 and some, I don't know if this is true, but he has like 800 and some billion dollars with a B. And I'm just like, girl, how much is too much? Is there anything like ethical billionaires? Is it real? So I would honestly, at this time, for my birthday, if you've ever wanted to support me in any way, don't support me. My birthday wish to you would be, please unsubscribe. Please stop thinking I'm gonna save the world. I'm not here to do anything of the sort. There is no saving the world. By now, you should have really understood the mission. You are not here as Christ to save the old world. The old world is decaying, it's dying off. You're not here to save that. You're not even here to save your family. Your family never listened to you. They never understood who you were as the Christ figure in your own reality. You're Neo of the Matrix in your own reality. You're Jesus of your reality. Okay? You're the one that can bring people back from the dead. You're the one that heals the sick. You're the one that manifests out of thin air to go give to God's people. You are it. And I know that feels very sacrilegious, and perhaps it is. It feels blasphemous, and perhaps it is. But the real question is, what am I saying in that statement that is so untrue? Are you not the one that every day wakes up to go feed your kids? Are you not the one that takes your dog for a walk? Are you not the one that puts your pants on one leg at a time to go to the doctor to take care of your health so that your family has a healthy mom or dad? Are you not the one that breaks up with diabolical narcissistic losers when you know it's not right? Are you not the savior of your own world? And yet, so many of us want to give our power away to so many critically acclaimed, big fucking egotistical asshats, and then we want to say, oh, please save us, sir. Save our country, save our world, save our religion, save our church, save our... What do you mean? I don't know why so many people keep expecting a savior. And though I don't have many followers, I don't have a huge platform. I never wanted a huge platform, but the reason that I don't have one is because the message I'm promoting is very anticlimactic. I'm not going to sit here encouraging you that a new politician you're about to vote in is going to fucking save your ass. No one's going to save you. No one's coming here to save you. It's not a great message. It's not a big thing, and it's not going to get me all these kudo points. So I'm not here for your likes and your shares and your my platform to grow. I don't fucking care about numbers on a fucking computer screen. I don't give a shit about symbols on a computer screen that tell me I'm making a big splash or I'm not. I don't care. Does my soul get aligned with the Most High God? That's what the fuck I care about. And if I care about my soul, then I care about your soul. And if lately I've been having to do some introspection work to look at the fact that, wow, Jenna, are you the leader you want to be? And the answer is no, not really. Then I guess I'm going to have to sit down, shut up, and really look at the fact that I'm the savior of my own world. And if I'm not a good leader, my reality, my world, my matrix is pretty much soon going to look like utter shit. I don't know why so many of us think there is someone coming to save us. It's scary. It's scary how many people you're noticing put their power as God's source into the hands of these politicians, these rich billionaires that are sitting here promoting one thing, doing the opposite in your face. So no, I don't have this like cookie cutter feel good message. It's often why a lot of holy prophets were persecuted to death. Truth is not feel good. Truth never feels good. It feels good to the higher self, but it does not feel good to the ego. And most people live in the ego. So truth does not feel very good. Oh, thank you, Luna. I love you too. Everybody has to figure out their own mission, and that is a fact, period. So for 15 years, I've been going on this journey, and I've been asking myself, what do you stand for? I met God 15 years ago. Whether people think it was the devil or God, I don't fucking care. It gets to this point. I've told you about my story. I told you what happened to me 15 years ago while sober, by the way. I had an out-of-body experience 15 years ago. I met a being of light. It was pure unconditional love. Why? Because I was fucking there. And I told people every single minute since that day about what happened to me. And so many people claim that it was the devil. And the irony of all ironies, and this is one thing I wish I could question every single person who said I work for Satan. How in the world did that experience happen where I met Satan then? That should really be, you should really be asking yourself, how did I get to experience that and you didn't? Are you about to? What can you do to avoid it? How can you change your life to get the opposite? The questions always are, does she work for the devil or does she work for God? And instead, why aren't you asking yourself, whom do you work for? So, on my birthday, the one wish I have for my birthday is, please forget me. That's actually a serious request. Please unsubscribe. Please don't look at my face. Don't. It's like, I'm not your savior. I'm my own savior. You're your own savior. So stop looking to some fucked up politician thinking they can somehow come and save the day and stop you from World War III. No. The one that will be getting you saved is the same one that changes your negative thoughts to your positive thoughts. Who is that one? Who is that one that when you hear 1,000 hate comments every day in your life, You change it and say, no, I am beautiful though. No, I actually am loved. No, I am healthy. Everything in my life works out. I am the luckiest person alive. Who is it then? Who is it then that up here between your ears, right here, thinks differently after having seen the 3D matrix tell you one thing? Who is it that truly saves by clicking a brand new frequency of thought into your mind? Is it the president? Is it the president? Is it your pastor? Is it your fucking Maserati in the driveway? Is it your bank account, bitch? No. Who is it, though? Who is the real true savior? Right. When you're scrolling through your feed and you see nothing but doomsday, everything's ending, this war, and this person, and this missile, and this. Who is the one, then, that is going to save you from the doomsday scrolling? Your mom. Why? Because your mom calls you and gets you off that tangent just so she could go put you on her own tangent of her own doomsday? Who is going to save you but yourself? What other Christ is there? What other savior is there? So no, I'm not that type of girl that gives a fuck about her small YouTube channel. In the grand scheme of things, I'm not here for the algorithm. I'm not here for your thumbs up and your likes and your shares and your comments. I don't give a fuck. I care about what comment I say to myself while looking at my eyeballs in the mirror. And so lately, I've not been a big fan of the magical. So my birthday, though it's here, I'm grateful for another year. Am I, though? Because honestly, in 15 years, I probably should have been dead 10 times over the way they wanted me dead. The way they tried it with me, but I know that I'm eternal. I know that I don't die. I know that I simply shifted into a new reality, which is closer to the vibrational frequency that I am. So no, I cannot die. I will never die. I don't care what happens to my physical body. It never dies. Ever. Ever, even if I want it to. You know the Bible verse? They will seek death and it shall flee from them. You'll never have death. That's the whole point. That's what they tried to keep from you, honey. They tried to keep from you that you will somehow one day die. They also try to keep that you will never die. They also try to keep from you that your body is literally so healed and healthy, and the second you speak life over it, there is life. Finances. The second you view something different and say, nope, that's it, I'm rich, period. I don't know what poverty is. I don't know what homelessness is. I don't know what hunger is. I don't know that anymore. Boom, it's done. Who will save you? Another guy you're going to go vote into office? Look what happened with the last one we voted in. Lies and lies and lies and more lies. Who is going to save you now? And from what? Save you from what? The doomsday scrolling that you yourself? The phone calls that you keep answering with people that never give back to you, yet you have to go transmute their bullshit for free? So really, who is it? Who is it then that is going to be your new savior now? Because this world needs one, honey. But for what? To save from what? To save from ideologies. That's really what it is. Mindsets, subconscious blockage, subconscious programmings, ideas, just ideologies. That is what we need saving from. The idea that someone can take this platform from me. Somebody can gossip about me and ruin my business. Somebody can take my kids from me. Somebody can do this to me. It's always an idea. It's always it's a concept that we bought into. Even death is a concept we agree to. We agree to those terms. We say yes. At about 70, 80, things start shutting down. Yes, I agree to these terms. I agree to these terms, and I willingly sign up for that. And because what is the alternative? For you to be the youthful motherfucker that always lives past your expiration date? Like Edward Cullen in this bitch? And you have to move all the time because people don't understand how you look 21 when you're 95. That's the alternative. The alternative is you truly being what you preach. Eternal. Never aging. I'm 37 years old. I don't fucking look it. Because normally I don't have stress the way I've had stress the last couple weeks. So I don't have that aging gene the same way others do because I don't claim it, and I know at a soul level that we don't die. Illness. That's another thing, bro. That's just a thing. That's just a thing that we believed. We agreed to. We said, okay, doctor, tell me this thing about myself. I'm going to manifest you telling me that this diagnosis is real. And then I'm going to go believe it's real for eternity. And then you're going to give me a pill. I'm going to pop it. And then I'm going to say, this makes me healthy. You agreed to those terms as well. So no, I'm not like this big YouTube platform streamer. I'm not this huge. Because why? The truth that I preach, only a few will even find. And I'm only here for a select few. In the same way Jesus was only here for a select few. A lot of people wanted Jesus' help. He was a walking Tylenol. Jesus was a walking healer, a walking high vibrational beacon of light. Like, so many people were like, Jesus, Jesus. And he had to turn that one woman down. She went to go grab his cloak, and he was like, because of your faith, you are saved. But I'm here for the children of Israel. So you guys are here not for everyone. Not everyone is going to believe your truth. Not everyone is here to enjoy the fruits of your labor. They're not here to rub elbows with you or break bread with you. Girls, some of these people hate you more than you can even imagine. And God knew. The Holy Spirit knew. The Holy Spirit, aka you, your higher self, can feel it. Your higher self can feel when someone is telepathically sending you hatred and it's not working, it's not allowed to work. Because when it comes to projections, you will only accept what you believe to be true about yourself or what you are unconsciously agreeing to. Like, if somebody says in your head, telepathically, they're sending you all this hate, right? They're just thinking thoughts like, shut the fuck up, I hate you, you're dumb, you're ugly, you're ugly, you're ugly, you're ugly, you're ugly, you're ugly, you're ugly. But like, you don't believe that? It's going back to them. It has to. That's the law of the universe. It's going to rebound. It's going to go back to them, which is where that great separation is coming from. The separation of the wheat from the tares. You are no longer in the environment to allow that hatred and that monstrosity of these people's telepathic hatred, so it has to go back to them. What do you think happens when that happens? What do you think? What do you think? Maybe it doesn't resonate. She is just ranting. Stop, ma'am, please. Why would I stop? Leave the fucking chat. You can't stand it. You can't stand it. Don't be here. Every time I see you, look more beautiful than ever, my darling. Thank you so much, Andy. Happy birthday. Mine is tomorrow. Happy early birthday, my love, my fellow Aries. Ebb and flow. What a great leader. I'm sure you are. So leave the chat. Period. Is she supporting Israel? Stick around, find out. We are leaders. That's what you said. Period. You do look 37 years old, though. You look every bit of 37. Again, what the fuck is an opinion? What the fuck is an opinion on my channel? I just said it, didn't I? I don't look a day over 25. Who the fuck are you to challenge me on that? In your reality, I look old as fuck. In my reality, I live forever. I'm vivacious, full of life, and I look 25, period. Who are you to tell me otherwise? This is the beauty of having people's opinions roll right off your shoulders. Who the fuck cares? Who cares how old I look? Me? I do care. I say I look 25, that's what the fuck I mean. In your reality, I could look 100. Doesn't fucking matter to me. That's your reality. People will always find something to hate about you because all they do is they're stuck on hatred. They're literally stuck on that. They're stuck on that. It's like a broken radio. They are stuck on the frequency of hatred and ego, and that's all they will literally present to themselves in their own matrix, in their own mirror, and that is what they're about to be receiving back. Oh, Mr. Special Forces. Wow, very special. And you are a force to be reckoned with. That's for damn sure. Happy birthday, ma'am. Take it easy. Don't care about them. Cheers. Be homeless and you'll know. You sound privileged as fuck. Are you, Brad, who are you talking about? I have been homeless for the last 2.5 years. What are you talking about? You said I sound entitled. Right. I sound privileged. I am privileged to my own world. I'm privileged to my own knowledge. I am privileged in so many beautiful ways. I deserve every single ounce of opportunity that is coming in for me. But the real thing is, no one gets to determine that but me. Guys, when I say you're the savior of your own world, that's what I mean. You're either the one that's going to destroy it or you're the one that's going to save it. And to be completely honest with you, you're kind of doing both. By you not focusing on the negative that people are sending your way because you reject it, this is what I like to do. I just go, blocked. Like just block it. Do a little bit of a cleanse of your energy. And then go back into where you are. What are you saying? Who are you? Not who others project you to be, but who are you? Do you know thyself? Because, honey, that is currency in the new age. Knowing yourself in this new world order is literally going to pay your bills. You have to know thyself, baby. You cannot let other people project onto you whom you are. It needs to be a you thing. And it needs to be only you, and it needs to be so laser focused on, I know who I am, I know what I'm here for, laser focused, boom. I don't give a shit about opinions. I don't care what other people say, what other people think, what other people do. It has to be a me thing. It's like 90%. It's not even, what's the saying? Life is a 90% 90% how you react to something and only 10% of what happens. So how are you about to be the leader you wish you had? Because a lot of hatred is coming after you. A lot of people want to see you dead. Doesn't matter how many people want me dead. Doesn't matter how many people want me homeless. Do I want me homeless? Lots of people want me chronically single for the next 80 million eons. Is that what I want? Do I want to always be chasing men that give me breadcrumbs, or do I want to be worshipped like I worship my man? Period. There does not seem to be another human being on the planet that can influence this girl. So I guess I'm going to have to influence myself in a way that a righteous God would do in my own reality. So today's message is, though you will have so much hate coming at you, it doesn't matter. You don't have to accept it. Accept what it is you want. What do you want? No, really, what do you want? Because when you focus on something continually, the universe has no choice but to assume you want it and want more of it, and it's going to give you more of it. So with me, I don't focus on the negative hatred comments anymore. If I do, I course correct and I say, wait, oh, you want me dead. Oh, you want me homeless. Oh, you want me to shut up. Oh, you want my platform shut down. Oh, thank God. I thought for a second I wanted that. Thank God I don't. But so this is where a lot of that self-reflection has to come in, because if you're in alignment with what these people are projecting on you, because you feel Like you shouldn't be forgiven by God. You feel like you shouldn't be leading. You feel like you shouldn't be rich. Like you shouldn't be in a loving marriage. You're going to throw your manifestation away. You will let these trolls convince you that you are scum of the earth. You're dog shit on the bottom of somebody's shoe. You will let these nasty ass hateful comments and even your 3D matrix convince you that you deserve breadcrumbs. So it really pays to know thyself, love. It really pays at the end of days to know thyself. Who do you say you are? Who do you say you're worthy? What do you say you're worthy of? Because that is judgment day. Every person, man, child, woman, everybody is being judged. By who? By your higher self, my love. By your own conscience. Your own conscience. Not trolls. Trolls only exist because you've, until now, affirmed that they exist. You assumed you had enemies, so you do. You assumed conspiracy theories that so-and-so is following you and sending you evil eye and governments are out to get you, so they are. The next phase of your life looks as good or as bad as you invest today. Whatever you invest today is going to be your results tomorrow. So do you want to keep saying, oh, so-and-so is following me and there's these men in black and they're always out to get me and this is happening and this... Who do you say you are? If a lot of us feel so guilty for the things, the crimes of sinful passion that we've had, and we don't want to go to God and we don't want to forgive ourselves, then we will keep accepting the breadcrumbs of people that give us breadcrumbs and treat us like absolute garbage, and we'll be like, yeah, we deserve this. Do you really, though? Sure you do. You absolutely do deserve it. And you know how I know? Because I'll know you by your fruits. Because I'll know you by how you speak. I'll know because you will have entangled yourself with some guy that gives you breadcrumbs for 50 years, and I'll know that's what you think of yourself, that you deserve absolutely nothing. And everyone will know how to treat you based on how you teach us to treat you. You know, you say you're not worthy of much, so we have no other choice but to give you the breadcrumbs that you and your reality keep saying you deserve. But thankfully for women like myself, with the ability to walk away quickly from you, I will do just that. I will literally walk away from every single person who says they deserve breadcrumbs because I see your higher self and I know you deserve better. So I will just snip, snip, I'll cut the cords and I'll walk the fuck away. Because I don't want to be in your reality where you think you deserve hatred and you deserve breadcrumbs and bullying. I won't even manifest that in my reality for you. I will only see your higher self. I'll see the self that's at that dream job you love, driving your dream car, having your family healthy and whole, and getting your man back, and, you know, ending your divorce, stopping your divorce, and whatever it is that you want as God. I'm here to really only see that version of you. The egoic self that is always saying, oh, but like I'm so poor, Jenna, and like I'm homeless, and I'm scared of this, and like this person's being mean to me, and this. I won't. I will literally just, I will remove myself and then break your heart by doing so. And then when I'm in my own energy and my own frame, I will start visualizing your higher self and make you change. There will be a forced change happening, period. You're already seeing it on the planet. The whole world is going through that forced change to accept Christ within self. You're definitely not going to be accepting politicians as God. Okay? I don't care what kind of fucking AI memes they post on their Twitter about how they're Christ. You're not going to believe that shit, right? Right. So who then is the savior? If it's not that guy, who is it then? So my suggestion to so many on my birthday is stop worshiping anybody, including myself. Go into your own mirror, go into your own life and say, I am God. There's no one more powerful than me. I'm the operant power. I don't care how blasphemous it is. I don't care how many people in your church fucking hate it. I don't care, do I? I've already left the church. I've left several cults. Trust me. One thing that God, aka me, did not want to do in my reality was lead people astray and form a goddamn cult. I do not want to be a cult leader. I've been involved with so many cult leaders, I refuse it. Not only do I refuse to be a cult leader, but this is why I have no ring on my finger and no man on my arm. Because so far, I have not trusted one man in having any of that power and privilege in my life to be known as my husband. I do not trust any of you yet. I am not impressed by just but a couple of you. One in particular that's really kind of amazing me lately, but like, hey, you know who you are. But overall, this is why I move on so quickly, why I've had so many public breakups, why my literal life has been vlogged, literally public humiliation rituals in the form of all of these boyfriends that you have seen who have just literally had to leave my life. Why I've been homeless for 2.5 years. I've been learning how to not be that leader that I fucking despise. And so now finally, with pennies to my name and living in a trailer, I'm somehow the happiest I've ever been, yet also the most introspective. And so many people come up to me and they're like, how can you be so happy with so little, Jenna? In the same way that you could be. Because I'm sorry, do you have 800 and some odd billion dollars like the richest man on the planet? I didn't think so. So chances are your next phase looks just like mine, very minimalistic. Very minimal. You have 2 duffel bags to your name, probably no car, no job, no man, no house. Yeah? So the question is, who is going to make you happy when you have nothing? Because I hate to tell you, but your spiritual journey is just about to start, planet Earth. Your ascension comes after the awakening. And congratulations, you are now awakening to what a lot of us chosen ones already knew for years and years and years and years and years ago. Decades. We've been on this spiritual journey. We had some sort of event happen that took over our life and showed us in the freaking flesh how many of these fakes are out here trying to control us. And you just, as a collective, as a whole planet, have to go wake up to this news today. We already saw it. That's why it goes in one ear out the other. That's why when we doom scroll, we say, nope, nope, not my reality, not my reality. I make money out of thin air. Gas prices are so cheap. It's never been this amazing. I love my life. I'm always healed. I'm always healthy. I'm always thriving. Why? Because we already went through what you're about to go through. You're going through the awakening, and we're going through our ascension. There's two phases to this. You're waking up, planet Earth. The ones that are already, they've already been strategically placed in the darkness so that they can lead righteously, upright. These are the ones now that are the self-reflective ones that are going to do that self-introspection. And they're the ones that honestly deserve to be known for having gone to God to get to themselves. So I guess in a roundabout way, in an hour, I've been just like talking to myself about why, Jenna, are you so harsh and cruel to yourself when honestly, this whole time you have been that self-reflective. You have been that leader you wanted to be, even now, even admitting my faults. Telling you I am human, bruh. I am a fucking human being. Dude, half the time I think I'm AI, half the time I think I'm human, half the fucking time I think I'm ego, half the time I think I'm the Messiah. Bro, I have multiple personalities every given fucking day. Okay? So at the end of the day, I'm not here to be your savior. Go be your own damn savior, okay? Stop giving power to a politician thinking they're somehow going to save your ass, or a holy book. It's just a book. It is a book. Though the word holy is on it, doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. In fact, I have not seen a book more cursed, more fought over, more literally hexed than the Holy Bible. People fight wars in the name of that book. And I am telling you right now, as a spiritualist, as a girl who can see through the veil, I'm telling you, there's not a more cursed book on the planet than the one that is the top seller, the best seller, the Holy Bible. So yeah, you can call me as much as you want, blasphemer, the devil herself, Satan spawn. I don't care what the fuck you call me. But you will have to listen to what I say, because going forward, the world is on its knees on the edge of collapse. You either come back from that and you become the underdog that this whole world is waiting for as the savior in your own world as you are Christ, or you hand over your power and convince yourself that someone else or something else is God of your reality, not you. So when you have your 3D world tell you something like a bill comes in the mail, you're going to believe your 3D reality when you look at your bank account and say you can't afford it. Yikes. Yikes. I'd hate to be that powerless. I'd hate to be you. I'd rather be the blasphemer that stares in the mirror naked, looks at her body and says, damn, you looking good. You looking thick. I love you, mamas. You looking real good. Who else will do it until I do it? Who else could love me until I love me? Yeah? Boy, are you mistaken. Hope Jesus finds you quick. He already found me, chubby. He found me chubby and thick and delicious. Christ already found me, bro. I'm on his side. He's on my side. He already found me. Hope he finds you fast. I have a feeling he will. I have a feeling the world is on its knees for a reason. I have a feeling Jesus will be finding you pretty soon, sir. That's how it is. It's inevitable. There is nothing but love. Love is all that exists. So the only thing that is going to happen for planet Earth is you are going to find out that you are God, period. Ye are gods. Jesus said it, supposedly, in a book that can be bought at Target for $30. I mean, it's a book that has been mass edited, mass produced for a profit. And in the time that I've spent as a Christian learning that book, there is a figure named Jesus who at one time said that supposedly. Do you not know in your law that ye are gods? Does it not say in your law that ye are gods? Does it not say in your book, Christians, that ye are gods? So why then are you promoting these Pharisees and Sadducees? The ones that stood 2 inches from Jesus's face and told him to stop healing on the Sabbath or stop picking wheat. Yeah? Right. Right. So when are you going to get it right? World? Fallen world? On the brink of collapse? You all are on your knees waiting for somebody to save you. Save you from what? Save you from what? You claim there's nothing to be saved from. You're having a great time in your life. Go have at it then. Go instantly manifest everything you've ever wanted then. Bye. Shoo, shoo. Go on. That's lovely. I love that for you. The rest of you who are like, but I can't though. I keep trying to manifest it. I can't figure out what's wrong. What's probably fucking wrong is you keep giving your power away to a 3D matrix that honestly is dead as a doornail. The 3D matrix is good and dead. This is a culmination of the shit thoughts that you've had for the last 2 to 3 days, 2 to 3 weeks, 2 to 3 months. It's dead. It's as good as dead. The only real present moment you have is your imagination, and so many of you wonder why you can't be at one with your imagination. Well, go continue being a doofus, be an asshole, and then wonder why you can't be as light as a feather to manifest instantly like I do, and like so many of my clients do. Go be angry. Go get angry. Have I tried cocaine? I've never tried any drug besides marijuana. The heaviest drug I've ever tried is cannabis. Manifest now, period. Period. You're always manifesting. Every single second of the day is a manifestation. Every single second you are manifesting. Girl, you never experienced Jesus, so please don't call yourself God. You are not God. Okay. You look very pretty today. I like your hair. Taylor, bless your heart. Thank you, thank you. Marijuana is not a drug, dumbass. Okay, rocker, cool. Can you be one with my imagination? No. Can I manifest you in my dreams? Yes. Can you be my best friend on YouTube? Ah, that's sweet. You are girl, respect you. Okay. You can definitely manifest me in your dreams, 100%. Why not? You're God of your reality. What do you want? if you are in alignment with what I want, I have a feeling our mutual realities, I feel like, yeah, we'd probably manifest something great together. But I have a lot of people that dream of me often. I'm a public figure in the spiritual sphere of a lot of people who are intelligent and enlightened. A lot of people dream of me. I have people every single week tell me they dream of me. So, yeah, I get that. I get that you probably will. I'm seen as a spirit guide to a lot of people, so you will most likely dream of me. Question is, am I going to allow myself to continue being dreamt about? Or am I going to pull my energy back and give it to myself and whomever I wish to be with? Because eventually what will happen is a lot of us are going to be so high vibrational and so uplifted and so instantly manifesting. I mean, we're more in the 5D than we've ever been. So when people pull on your energy, especially as a public figure, because when so many people see you every single day, you have to call your power back. You have to call your energy back. And what will happen is people will use your face, they'll use your energy signature, they'll use what you're about, you know, they use you as a template, as a blueprint for what they want in their life. And it's okay, I'm honored, but honestly, don't put me on that pedestal. Go create your own goddess. Go create your own person worth dreaming of. Go create your own wife, your divine counterpart. I'm probably not yours. I believe my divine counterpart and I are very soon about to be in union. Now, technically speaking, it will not matter if he is here in the physical 3D reality with me because I already know we're together in the physical, in the 5D, I mean. We're already together. He and I were never separated ever at all. It was simply an illusion. My twin flame died 4 years ago. He committed suicide, and it really devastated me because he was by far the best thing I've ever experienced ever in my life. And when he died, I got so depressed. I went damn near suicidal myself. I lost so many friends and family. Like, I barely got out of bed. I mean, I would be bedridden for days at a time. I just didn't care. I wouldn't shower. I would just drink a bottle of fifth to myself. Like, there was just so much depression because I thought, why do I get to meet my twin flame and then immediately he's taken from me on this planet? Like, why is he removed? That's not even fair. I loved him unconditionally. And I thought that God loved me unconditionally. So why then am I sitting here promoting unconditional love and how none of us die? And then I'm sitting here knowing that the man of my dreams literally took his life. So, and I was having such a hard time understanding that love surpasses death. It doesn't even, it's not real. Death. It's not real. I believed it was then, so it was in that reality. Now he's coming back. Why? Because I fucking say so. A different avatar, obviously, a different body, obviously. But yeah, he's coming back full on, full speed. Full steam ahead, honey. 100% this man's coming back. Same name and everything. Coming back into my life. Why wouldn't he? He's pure love. I'm pure love. We have a mission on this planet. We want to go live life. We want to go enjoy. Why wouldn't I believe that my twin flame could resurrect from the dead? Now you could understand why so many people wanted me dead for so long. Like, why my voice was stifled for so long. Why I allowed it to be stifled for so long. Because I was so scared. I was like, girl, you're out here promoting something so fucking crazy. People are going to think you're batshit crazy. They're going to think you're insane in the membrane. And I really didn't know how to, I don't know, I guess, believe that I would be taken care of through this next phase, this next part of my journey, which looks like me literally manifesting a past life soulmate. Not my past life, his past life. I already knew him once. Fast forward 4 years, and now I know him again. This is a big deal. Okay? This is a big deal. And in the spiritual community, it was already a big deal, but you guys are so open-minded and you're so, like, I didn't want to leave an impression and hurt you. I wanted to be sure it was true, and I'm starting to really believe that this guy is my twin flame. And I recently asked him, I said, do you know what we are? And he said, yeah, I've been knowing what we are. And I'm like, oh God, this is going to be pretty intense. And I'm going to have to face every fear I've ever had. I'm going to have to face every single fear I've ever had on this planet. Persecution, people trying to shut down my platform, people trying to break us up, people trying to steal my money and whatever. You know, it's like, but it doesn't matter. It no longer matters because I will be the one determining what happens in my future. No one can ever determine that for me but me. And I guess in a roundabout way today, I'm just trying to get out the message that if you guys keep saying you're a horrible person and you're a monster and you don't deserve better and you don't accept God's forgiveness, well, guess what? You're going to keep manifesting garbage for yourself. It's not even fair. I mean, it is fair because you keep speaking that way. It is fair because of the shit you're focusing on. The universe has no choice but to conspire in your favor to give you that thing. Even though you think that you deserve breadcrumbs, the universe says otherwise. God thinks otherwise. God thinks you should have a prosperous life. You should have this times 1,000. But yet you and your ego keeps limiting shit and being like, oh, well, I guess they deserve breadcrumbs and maybe I should chase this guy and like he never calls me. And like you're focusing on that. Or homelessness, poverty. Girl, as a girl who was homeless 2.5 years, I understand. I got an eviction in January of, what was it, 2024. So I know. And ever since then, I was living in my car. I was living in a shelter. I'd be on people's freaking pull-out mattresses or the freaking air mattresses with holes in them. So I'd literally end up on the hardwood floor with mice. That's how horrible my life really was, girl. There were so many Geneva Convention laws broken in the spiritual war that I had to go through, in the prisoner of war that I was in a witch coven. I'll tell you that story one day. It's already been told, but I'll go in that sometime. The way that I have experienced the worst of the worst of the worst already. I'm the only one that can say enough is enough. I'm the only one that can say, okay, I'm done. I'm done. I won't hurt myself anymore then. I won't let others hurt me anymore then. Jesus found you 100%. 1,000,000% yes. Jesus found me. That is the good news. And the best news is he keeps finding me. That's the even better news. The good news is not that I love God. The good news is that God loves me. Proof is in the pudding. Every single day I get out of something horrific, something tragic, something that would honestly have most people down for the count. I keep getting out of it time and time and time and time and time and time again. Why? Because the Lord Jesus Christ loves me eternally and unconditionally. Though I would ask him to stop, he never stops pursuing me. He never stops trying to love me when other men didn't, when my own family didn't, when the church did not, when my own grandparents that were pastors did not love me. Cult leaders. I have been involved with so many men that were actual cult leaders. I've gotten out of so many cults. Why? Because I have a purpose. Because I have a life purpose. I'm meant to lead so many people who are getting out of those cults, those same covens. And one thing I needed to be was a good leader. I did not want to lead a cult. The worst thing on the planet is being a cult leader, bruh. First of all, I want my soul aligned. I do not want to ever lead people astray. I want your soul to be as free as possible. I want you guys to feel so good. I don't care if you're my worst enemy. I don't care if you've hated me for 20 years. I want you happy. I want you to know love. I want you to know truly what it feels like to be free, how it is to be sovereign, to make the rules in your own reality. But I don't want you to make rules that are offensive to your soul. So me today in this confessional, it's really just, am I the kind of leader that I wish to have? Lately, guys, nah, not really. Not really. No, not really. I've not been the one that I wished to have had. over the past 15 years. And I would honestly ask that at this point, under the consequence of your own I don't know, the consequences of your own consequences, that you unsubscribe, that you never watch me again, that you not follow me, that you not listen to me, because I am not your savior. You are your savior. I may have good advice. I may have been my own savior in my own life to get me out of some dark shit, but all I can do is motivate and inspire you to do the same thing. I am not about to do that. I'm not getting you to God anytime soon. You're getting yourself to God. Your politician is not getting you to God, sweet cheeks. Your book is not getting you to God. Your church is not about to get you to God. The pulpit is not about to get you to God. Your pope is not about to get you to God. The only one that is going to get you to the good Lord is yourself. So just know that the world is on fire because it has to be. The best way to get to God is to see the opposite. The best way to get to love is to see hatred. The best way to get to peace is to see war. The best way to have abundance is to know what poverty is and decline it. Stop agreeing with the terms of illness. Stop agreeing with the terms of we die, we age, we get unhealthy as time goes by, your metabolism slows, or whatever the limitations are that people say all the time. Stop. Though people will project onto you all of their limitations, all of their ideologies, anything they have seen and witnessed in their life, the way that you are about to just leave jaws on the floor, you're about to leave people shocked and amazed, is that you receive whatever it is you say. And so if you used to be homeless and you're like, yeah, I'll never be homeless again. Why? Because I say so. In the same way that I was homeless because I said so. It's the same way I will never be. I will never face that fate again. Ever. God loves me too much. I will never be without a roof over my head again, period. No, just period. That's facts. That's factual. I don't care how many thousands of people wish me dead or homeless. It doesn't matter. It will literally never matter. What matters is what I say. Right? No, that is right. That's 100% fucking facts. What matters is what I say, because it's my energy, my voice, my matrix, my world. You're just living in it. Now, in your reality, your way is the best way. So my suggestion to you is stop listening to these people that would have you not go to that college of your choice, or be the motivational speaker that you want to be, or work for NASA, or whatever the fuck you want to do. Stop listening to clowns. Okay? Just stop. It really is that easy. No, it really is that easy. Just stop listening to people who don't fucking know you from a hole in the ground. They don't know you. They know you in 20 seconds. Your light literally irritates their demons. No, it really does. You make me feel smart. Great. Love that. Her family hates her for being a witch, not for being an absolute schizo. First of all, I don't know that my family hates me. I definitely think they've disowned me. I don't know. Hatred might be a really, really, really big word, but perhaps. These comments are so weird. Move on if you're not interested. Thank you, Mina. Thank you. I was homeless once. Aw, Andy. Stop eating fast food. It kills people. Stop taking meds that cause body aches. If you're referring to me, I do not eat fast food, nor do I take meds. I take vitamins, nutritional supplements, and I also am a vegetarian. But as for eating fast food, nah, I don't really. She's just new age liberal BS. Perhaps. Why are you here then? No need to comment, guys. She's all rant and zero reading comments. Your eyes are so pretty. Thank you, Taylor. Bless your heart. Happy birthday. Thank you so much, Rena. How are you? Appreciate that, my love. Hi, love you too. Jesse, thank you. Averia, I agree with Luna. Please try to just enjoy this day somehow. I will. I'm transmuting a lot of this, like, guys, sometimes when I speak like this and I preach, it's like, it really is more for me to get it through my thick skull that I am very much worthy of a happy birthday. So by the time I'm done with a 2 or 3 hour rant, I'll be totally all right. But right now, it's like, I have to ask myself, am I the leader I wish to be? But how would I know unless I put myself in a leadership role? How will I know unless I'm confronted with conflict? How will you know that you are the person you want to be unless you see struggle? Unless you see confrontation, unless you see things that tell you you'll never have it, you'll never do it, you'll never amount to much, and then you do it anyway. And you say, no, watch me, bitch, hold my beer. Like, how will you know? And so truth be told, although I want to be a hermit, a recluse, because you know me, I'm literally in my pajama pants right now. I'm in my PJs. And I'm like, I'm very much a recluse. Like, I'm a Virgo moon. So the hermit card in tarot, represented by Virgo, right? And I'm like, I just really love being alone and like not ever talking to anybody ever in a day. But I know I also need to go into my North Node, which is, what Pisces is my South Node. I can't remember if it's, I think Aquarius. So I need to go out there and make a name for myself. I need to be much more in the Aquarian energy, which is all about humanitarianism and technology and public speaking, information age. Aquarius is all about boundaries, information, basically about self. Aquarius really is all about humanitarianism, but living through by self, like improving self, you know? And that's what I really need to go into, is much more my North Node. And so I do have to kind of be about it, and I have to be more publicly Thank you, Marcos. Right. Ping pong. Great question. Hold on, let me charge my phone. Great question. I'm going to read this question from Pink Penguin. Thank you so much for your question, my love. You said, Jesus found you? Question mark. Didn't you just say the Bible is just a book? Didn't you say you are God? 100%. All of those things are true. We don't care. Get a job. This is my job. And it does look like you care, actually. I would say you do. Unless you've already left. I highly doubt you did. God, y'all, she's new age. She's new age. You have to smile like that. You're melting me. Andy! Oh my. What plan do you have for your birthday? Just talking to you, I guess, Andy. What plan do I have for my birthday? Nothing. I've got nothing planned. I just wake up and I let God lead how God is meant to lead in my life. Right now, I can tell you what I'm going to do for my birthday is do a lot of like clearing and cleansing of energy and removing people from my energy right now. God, I would worship you all night. Oh my God, Adam. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Are you celebrating with anyone? Just you guys right now. What's your name? Ishmael. That'll be so nice talking to you, my love. Oh, maybe I'll host a live stream later too, but this one I just wanted it to be about, am I being the person I want to have anybody hang out with? I can't sit here promoting that you guys invest wisely into people that deserve it if I'm not even worthy and deserving of having you invest in me. So once in a while this will happen. I'll get pissed, I'll cry, and I'll be like, Jenna, are you being the leader that you wish to have? And well, I guess in a way, no, and in a way, yes. Sometimes God brings conflict to our life for a reason. Challenges for a reason. Hateful comments for a reason. Do you love you like God would? Because there's going to be billions where that came from that don't. There's going to be so many that hate every single thing about you. They look at your past and they project it onto your future. The real question is, are you going to be the one that says, nope, not today, sorry? I know I would really be making you happy if I were to stay homeless and chronically single forever because that's what you think I deserve as being a divorcee that has no ring on her finger. I know that it would make you happy knowing that I've been through all of those public shameful breakups that were just literal humiliation rituals. And yet I still love myself and I still say, okay, next. I know it would anger so many people to know that I love my gorgeous self the way I am. Whether I look 25 or 95 years old, whether I'm 120 pounds or a good 300, it doesn't matter. Do I love me unconditionally the way that God would? That's the kind of God I want to be. If I'm God of my reality, that's the kind of God I'd like to be. A good God, a merciful one that loves people unconditionally. So therefore, I have to go love myself unconditionally. Though a lot of people would have the opposite happen to me, I have to be the one that says, nope, nope. And you know how you say no? You go back into your visualizations, you go back to your scripting journal, you go back to the way that you affirm in your head. You say, nope, I have that thing because I say so. I'm already happy and in love. We're already married. Nope. I already have that amazing car. Nope, I already got that amazing job. Nope, nope, nope. I'm already the world's best-selling author. Nope, it's already that. I'm already that. That's how you really destroy the ego. You are literally melting not only your ego, but the mainframe of the ego of others too. It's a program. The ego is a program. It's software in this matrix. It is a literal software program in your matrix, in your 3D world. And when you can see it for the program that it is and override it, give it something new to start promoting. Anybody that is still on that ego program has to see you get that thing because you are God and no one else can tell you no. God's will is your will, not the ego. A lot of people on the planet right now, what they're going to have to start experiencing is that, unfortunately, the ego is not God. So those that exist in the ego and they lead by the ego, they have to learn as the ego gets completely crumbled, completely dismantled, they have to learn that their ego is not actually God. It's not the one that gets to make the rules. The higher self does. Love does. The soul does. Consciousness does. So what do you think happens when an entire planet of 8 some odd billion people all of a sudden collectively at one time have to witness that their will does not work? It will not work. It's not getting these leaders to stop, war, and it's not getting their 3D matrix to make them more money, and it's not their ego is not the one that's making the rules. What do you think is going to happen when an entire planet at one time realizes that their God, aka the false god of the ego, ain't shit? What do you think? Mass awakening, mass war, mass awakening, mass anger, struggle, what's happening on the planet? Truth is coming to the surface, and in that truth, we're all getting so angry, and we're looking at our politicians and our leaders and our politics and our pastors, and we're looking at all these people, we're trying to hold them accountable, and then we're so stuck in our ego, and it's not changing, we're not getting the results we want, and then you have to go realize that your ego ain't shit. The only one that can get you the results is God, which is your imagination, which is you, which is Christ consciousness. You are Christ. You are Christ consciousness. So there is nothing that is going to get you the results except your imagination. And the thoughts that you repeatedly tell yourself over and over and over and over and over and over and over repetitively every day on repeat. But the problem is so many people lack Christ conscious awareness, they can't even tell the moment their thoughts are on something negative. So they can go an entire day thinking negative thoughts, but then they spend 10 minutes saying, I am so rich, I am so prosperous, everything in my world works out for me because I'm so lucky and I'm so 10 minutes of that, but then the rest of the 24 hours of the day spent on autopilot without Christ conscious awareness. Which is why you guys, the saved, the chosen, the ones that already know you are Christ, the ones that are uniting with Christ, you are literally ruling and reigning with Christ consciousness. You rule and reign in your world with Christ. Because you're able to see, oh my God, why do I keep speaking like that? Oh my God, why do I say, he never calls me? When really what you want is marriage. So why then are you repeating the same thought patterns over and over and over? Oh, he never calls me. He's with so-and-so. He broke up with me. That Christ awareness that is you, your higher self, is the one helping you see, hello, 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 hey, remember? You want marriage. So why are we talking like that? Okay? Which tells me, and anybody here, you are God. You are Christ. Bells and love. I can't forget that we jammed. Fun, but since then I listened to you so much. Really nice to have met you. Here, if I finally find my queen. I hope, Andy, if you sent me a message, I did not get that, Andrew. I respect the idea of Jesus' compassion, discipline, love, etc., but it's dishonest to pretend people actually live by it consistently. Hey, Bear. And maybe it is. Maybe it is pretending to think that people always live by that. I'm literally here telling you I'm a shit person. I do shitty things. I do shitified things. I do things that are wrong and I know would hurt people and I still do them. And I do. And I hate that I do it. And then when I figure it out and I realize, I'm like, damn, that's not who I am. I try to fix it. But yeah, can you 100% of the time be holy and righteous? You live in the world. You live in the world, not of it. But you're still here in the 3D matrix playing the game. And sometimes you rub elbows with the wrong people. Sometimes you do shady shit. Sometimes, especially me, I'm going into the industry, okay? I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter. I know I'm about to start rubbing elbows with more than just the producers I've already met. I fucking know that I'm about to be something big. And I understand it. But I also know that it's a risk. There's a battle for our souls. You know? Are you going to be light or are you going to be dark? Are you going to be authentic to who you are and honest if that's not shadow and light? You got to be authentic to both, I guess. The things that I do that are pleasurable, I enjoy them. Of course I enjoy it. Drinking every once in a while, enjoy. Eating a pizza, girl, I enjoy it. Eating me a big ass cheeseburger too, even though I'm vegetarian sometimes. Okay? I want to do what I want to do. I'm not the type to be a hypocrite though and tell you that I'm this like saint. I'm not a saint. I'm God of my reality, but that doesn't mean I'm a saint. Okay? Smoking cannabis. Hemp. Well, here in the States where I'm at, it's THCA anyway, which is legal, but man, do I want to get the real deal legal. And I think that they are. I think there's actually this, there's this new law that they're signing soon, which I'm actually really, really excited about. And I don't know how much of this is going to be happening at a federal level too, because I highly think And I highly suspect that America's going to go green soon. I really do. I had this feeling that so many of us are like, why are we living in the prohibition days? You know? So anyway, I saw that there was this bill that was being passed here in the state that I live in for cannabis to be legal soon. I'm really excited recreationally. So I'm actually really excited for that. But right now I have THCA, which is legal where I'm at. But I definitely see it progressing, which is good. More and more states are legalizing recreational weed, which I very much approve of. So if any of you are not for pro 420, I get it, but I am. So anyway, that's like a thing that's happening. I highly suspect, I predict, and I see in the future that that's going to be happening pretty soon. As for like the way that people say they're not God, you're right. They're not God of their reality. You know, I guess what I'm trying to say is I go out of my way to try to convince so many people that you are the only operant power. You are the only reason anything happens in your reality. And people get so pissed at that because they don't want to acknowledge that the reason their life is shit is because of them. They don't want the self-evaluation. They don't want to have to look at why everything in their life is absolute shit. So they go and they put a book as God, or their bank account as God, or their mom's opinion as God, or a whole bunch of trolls as God, or a religious leader as God. Everybody else is God except them. So instead of them just going and taking the advice that I give, they go and run to anybody who will listen and be like, oh my God, she's such a blasphemer. Because I told you that you're the only operant power, and the reason your life is garbage is because of you. Because of the thoughts you think. Because of the speech you say. Because of the actions you do. Nah, I'm doubling down on that shit, honey. I'm doubling down. Your life is a shit show because of you, yourself, and you. And you don't like that? Cool. I don't think you like a lot of truth. Ask if I give a fuck. The world is about to know truth, period. Nothing hidden in the dark is going to stay in the dark for very long, sweet cheeks. So there's a whole bunch of people that hate me because I'm out here telling you the goddamn truth. The truth is, ye are gods. But you don't want to believe that. So many people come to me and they're like, fuck you, you're not God and I'm not God either. Correction. You're not God because you say you're not. You say your mom's opinion is. You say your doctor's diagnosis is. You say WebMD is. You say your politician is God and the rules he makes. And that's the problem. That's why I've been hated so long, because I speak this boldly and confident about the fact that ye are gods and nobody should be taking that power from you except yourself. And you happily give it away. You happily give away your power. I'm going to go shut that door in a second. My roommate left that door open, I guess. And the winds, yeah, the winds are blowing out there. Sometimes I wear a Christmas jumper at funerals to lighten the mood. Cute. You would give Freddy Krueger nightmares. Hell yeah, I would. I don't think you're qualified to speak on behalf of Christ. Then don't listen, Anthony. Unfucking subscribe. Because that would be deemed blasphemous, no? You shouldn't be here accepting what I say then. And you should not be giving me your energy or your comments helping my YouTube algorithm, no? Cheers. The funniest thing of all that I find are so many Christians that are not supposed to be suffering a witch, but yet come here and make me suffer. Like, you guys hate so intensely that I speak this boldly and I don't give a fuck what you say nor your book. And instead of just being, I don't know, attentive and listening and then leaving because you love yourself and you respect thyself, you instead invest your energy, your time, and your effort and your comments into helping my business. And I thank you. I thank you so much for being here. But what I love is that you don't love me, so you have free will to never have to watch me again. And I would actually implore you to leave. I would actually encourage you to unsubscribe. I would literally go out of my way to stop what I'm saying to ask you to go love you enough to leave me behind. Because I'm just a sinner after all, and I'm just some, devil after all. So you should definitely not be witnessing me anymore. The crime, the spiritual crime, is actually you watching something that you don't agree with. You see what I mean? Because the people that very much agree with me are probably witches. I would say most of us are witches or warlocks. The people that are magicians, alchemists, they know how to manifest things out of thin air. Those are the people normally listening to me. So if you're not into that, that's okay. You don't have to be here. If you want to be here, you can. But just know that if it goes against your religion, against your beliefs, then it's really on you. It's not on me. I'm not forcing you to be here. I don't want you to be here. I want you to love yourself and your religion and your autonomy enough to unsubscribe and click off. Not keep giving me energy. That's not what I want. I don't want you to give to me, including your eyeballs stuck on my face. I don't want that. Why did that comment make red, red wine? What's that song? I could never leave you. Oh. Well, you sure are not be nice talking about Bible. What, Anthony? Well, you sure are not be nice talking about Bible. Right. Right. Because the Bible is so nice, and I have to be nice about it. Yeah, I have to be nice about genocide in the Bible and slavery and okay. I'm not nice about it because it's not as holy as people think it is. Wars are started over that book, aka a spell book. You know what I'm saying? There might be a couple really good parts of it, like in Psalms and Matthew, but overall, yeah, it's because I paid attention. When I bought the book at Walmart, and then I see 20 variations of it, and then I go to Target and I see a whole new 20 variations of the same book made for profit, mass edited by who knows who. God knows who. I don't know who wrote it. Neither do you. So yeah, when I look at something that is deemed holy, I normally ask myself, what is that thing contributing to humanity? And so far, I've not really seen the Bible do a whole lot of good yet. So in my opinion, in my personal opinion here on the teeny tiny little corner of the internet, my opinion is that holy book is not as holy as they wish you would believe it to be. So I'm going to have to step out on a limb and say, I don't really give a fuck if you like that I hate the Bible. I hate a lot of brainwashing tools. I hate a lot of things that were used to keep people in a spiritual prison, okay? So it's not just one book that I don't like. It's the whole concept of religion in its entirety that I'm not a huge fan of. Especially the spell book that they used called the Holy Bible. I'm not a big fan. I've already read it. I was raised Christian. My grandparents ran the church. I literally blood, sweat, and tears religion, especially like the I would say the craziest one of them all, Pentecostalism. That was I was literally raised in the Pentecostal church. So the one where they like speak in tongues and they push you over with, their hand, and they like Christ compels you kind of thing, and they dance around with flags, and they, they convulse and foam at the mouth and stuff. That's where I was raised there. Not only was I raised, I was literally being trained to be the next pastor. I was literally being trained by my grandparents, brainwashed to be that public speaker in the cult itself. I was literally being brainwashed into being the next one to take over the church. So I know all too well what it is like to have that religious organization, aka cult, impress their ideologies onto you and then reject it. Not only reject it in Pentecostalism, but I was also with a man that was Mormon, and he had multiple relationships. I've been with several men that have had more than their fair share of just one woman. It's so ironic, isn't it? Men get to do that, but the second a woman actually has polyamory, it's like the whole world goes to shit. You ever notice that men can have as many girls as they want, but the one time you find a woman who's like, I'm a goddess, and if I want multiple men, I'll do it. Everybody's like, eh. Shut down the world, news. Oh my God. It's just crazy. It really is crazy. So no, I don't really have the same sentiment that most people do about the Bible. I don't think it's holy. I really just don't. I think that they have put some things in, taken other things out, mass edited it, and then I'm the bad guy for saying, like, you don't even know who wrote it, though, because you don't. You don't know who wrote the Bible. You don't know. You know the publisher. You know the store you bought it from, but you don't know who actually wrote it, nor do you know his mental state or her mental state, nor do you know how many people got to influence that person who wrote it, nor do you know if they were drunk or high. Yeah, in a real shocking tell-all, yes, I do not think the Bible is as holy as you claim it is. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I don't own one. I don't own a Bible. So, I don't own a lot of things, like a house or a car. Or people. I don't own a lot of things, I guess. Or a give a fuck. I don't own that either. I've looked for that. I've looked around for my give a fuck, and I can't find it anywhere. I was trying. This morning I was like looking under furniture, and I was like, where's my give a fuck? Where's my give a fuck? I'm gonna need it for today's stream. Where's my give a fuck? You know what I mean? I couldn't find it. So when it comes to the Holy Bible and me thinking that it's quite evil in its tendencies, the real question is, why don't you see that it's evil in its tendencies? Why do you claim the Old Testament God is a healing, loving, merciful God when the shit he's promoting is like, you know, I'm a human being and I wouldn't do half the shit that God does. You know what I mean? I'm a flawed individual and I wouldn't do half the shit your God does. And then you want to tell me that he's holy? No thanks. No, you say if I don't believe in that Old Testament God, that I'm going to hell in a handbasket. Okay, sign me up, coach. I'll see you there. Sign me up. Put me in, coach. Let's go. Happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You'll either give him nightmares or make him right. Right, yeah. Embrace your inner hoe. It's no problem, but just don't expect commitment. First of all, I'll honor my inner hoe if I damn well please, and then I'll get commitment if I damn well please. Whatever I want in my reality, I get. So if I want to be a player, if I want to play the game at 37 years old, I want to go experience my prime, I'll do so. With no ring on my finger, 100%, I will do so. If I want commitment and marriage, I will do so. See, the great thing, Bear the Conqueror, is I've conquered my mind. I've conquered my ability to know that anything I want, I get. You can manifest for yourself in your life, but you can't manifest for me in mine. That's the beauty of what I'm promoting here for you guys, is that you are God and no one else makes the rules but you. So if I want to go be a hoe, I'll be a hoe. Right. If I want to be commitment worthy, I'll be commitment worthy, and it'll be just whatever I want. So going forward, knowing that it really is that way, the only one that can tell you who you are is yourself. Don't let other people determine it for you. Honey, you could be the juiciest peach in the world and people will still hate peaches. Okay? You could be the best of the best of the best and people will still hate you. You might as well go enjoy your life. But here's also where that fine line comes in, because though you could go do things that you want to do, you're the only one that's going to ever have to pay whatever consequences there are. Maybe there are no consequences, but maybe there are a lot. You're the only one. It's like with true freedom comes the true freedom to do whatever the fuck you please. But there are consequences sometimes. Other times there aren't. It depends. Do you know who you are? Because the consequences only come when you give your power and authority to other people for them to make you a prisoner of your own reality. Consequences? What consequences would there be? This is why when you are that sovereign God of your reality, who could ever tell you no? No one. No one. Except you and your conscience. If I want to be a hoe, I'll go be a hoe bag. And you'll just, I guess, leave or stay, depending on whatever you want. If I want to be in a commitment and married with kids, I'll be that too. I'll do whatever I damn well please. And this is where it comes down to knowing thyself. Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Do you want to be what they say of you? Then don't accept their projection. Do you want to see you the way that all of the trolls and the hateful rhetoric, do you want to be what they say of you? Do you believe it? Okay. Then there's your answer. In one ear, out the other. Do you believe it? Does it resonate with you? Do you believe you're evil incarnate? Do you believe you're the devil? Do you believe you're a hoe? Do you believe you're whatever they say? Do you believe you deserve homelessness for the rest of your life? Do you believe you deserve to be unemployed for the rest of your life? Just because some assholes want to project that onto you. Okay, well then don't accept it. It's literally that easy. It's literally that easy. You're allowed to say at any time, I don't accept that reality that you wished for me. Same with the Old Testament God. I don't accept the reality of constantly striving to make some God happy when he's hella angry and he's convinced every single second of the day that he just has to be a dick. That's why I don't worship the Old Testament God. Which Old Testament God? Yahweh? Jehovah? Elohim? Which one? There's so many. There's so many. It's not a monotheism. There's so many gods in the Old Testament. So, which God? I don't subscribe to that. I don't need to. Which God? Me. 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 I'm God of my reality. You're God of your reality. I don't need to subscribe to the whole, I need to worship this dude because he's gonna 50% of the time give me what I want. Bro, your God of the Old Testament is so butthurt most days. All he does is tell you no. Do this, do that. That's why there's 600 and some odd laws in the Old Testament. And then I hear Christians all the time. But Jesus, though, Jesus made sure none of us had to do that stuff anymore. Okay, then. Go know yourself as Christ. Go love yourself as Jesus would. Jesus within you. Go love yourself unconditionally in that way. That's how it is, guys. That's how it is. Go love yourself as Christ would. The Old Testament and the New Testament. The Old Covenant and the New Covenant. The Old Promise and the New Promise. The Old Testament is an egoic God. He's a real piece of work. The New Testament one, lovely. Love the guy. Think he's great. Jesus came to represent him. He's like, yo, me and my Father are one. You love me, you love him. Period. Beautiful. Love the guy. He's innocent. Beautiful messenger of love. Thank you so much. I love Jesus Christ. Period. As God is my witness, and God has been my witness for a very long time. I absolutely love Jesus, and I absolutely claim to be saved. By whom? By the only one that can save. The only name that can save. I am. The I am consciousness. The only one that can save you from your old thoughts. The only one that can is saving. Are you on board? Are you cool being saved? Nah, bro, half of you don't want to be saved. You don't care. You don't even think there's anything wrong. Fine, shoo. Run along now. You don't think there's anything wrong in your life? Okay, have a seat. When bills start piling up and people start getting angry and sick and violent in your life, cool, you don't need a savior. That's the whole fucking point. You say that you don't need one. I definitely did. I definitely still do. I always do. Every day I need that savior. Every day I need that Christ consciousness, that I am Christ consciousness, to wake me the hell up and get me out of horrible timelines. Let's get together and be all right. One love, one heart. Let's get together and be all right. I love that. Happy birthday. Thank you so much, my love. I'll be your fire, darling. All right. Healing vibes, powerful. You, my lightning. Thank you, Andy. First of all, I have to say thank you because I've never really actually met anybody that can like withstand the way that people are in this environment, like, and to still be love, Andy. It's kind of giving divine masculine, yeah. So I'm excited to get to know you more, and I've been excited. I was kind of hoping you would have messaged me yesterday, but for my birthday, could I get a message from you? I'd love it. I'd love to receive a message from you if you want. It's okay. Look, you don't have to. Serious. Because guys, in the beginning, I was like, listen, I've got flaws. I do my. I'm just as real and freaking. I fuck up all the time. I make fucking mistakes. All the time. I'm human. What they would say, a sinner. I'm a sinner when I'm a sinner, and I'm saved when I'm saved. So I'm not even about to influence your decision making, and I'm certainly not going to beg, Andy. But if what you're saying is true and that you really do like me, I really like you too. And it would be kind of cool to talk to you. But again, hold on. Let me just get all this negative energy out of here first before I start talking to you. Let's clear the vibe. Let's clear it. Thank you. Hey, my friend, happy birthday. Thanks so much. I'm struggling to send email, but if someone emails me, I can respond. Oh, okay. Is that what it is? I wish you would have told me that. I thought you were just being like, I don't know. Let me do it right now. I have my other phone. Let me just do it right now. I remember you. I remember that you weren't very kind to me. Tell me what your email is, Andy. I didn't know. I knew that you said that. You were like, you were like, you gotta email me first, or you should email me first. And I was like, no. No, not you, Andy. Villain Gaming. So what's the email? What's your email, Andy? I'm emailing you literally right now. I didn't know. I just knew that when you said, like, you have to email me first, I was like, hell no, I'm a goddess. I'm like, no, you approach me. That's how it is. That's how it is. You pursue me, not the other way around. But now that I get it. Sorry, that day is my mistake. What day? It was several days, villain. Several days you were cruel to me. Several days. You sure are not kind to other people. Anthony, you've known me, what, 2 hours? You've made a projection, a bias in 2 hours? I've known me 24/7 for the last 37 years. I'm going to have to call bullshit on that. That day I met Samira. Oh, when you were trying to, like, overwhelm her? Was that you? You were trying to, like, encroach where you weren't supposed to be encroaching? Was that it? Or is that someone else? You know, Samira really only showed up like one more time after that. She's a beautiful goddess, that girl. And I felt so bad that people were attacking her the way that... It wasn't even attacking. It was like... I got to see spiritually and psychically what happens to my sisters. They show up on my channel, and so many people like piranha just try to like leech on like little fucking vampiric minions. They just like to like grossly manifest themselves into their orbit. And I'm just like, oh, she deserved better. I don't know, Samira. I just trying to friend with Samira. Okay, if that's your view of yourself, but not my view. Cool. Isn't that lovely? That we have a differing of opinions on who I am. You say, I'm not kind to people. I say, I don't know of a time I wasn't. I was maybe a little rude and uncouth at sometimes trying to defend myself and the people on my channel. But to say that that wasn't kind... I guess that's your opinion. I love that for you. I love that you have opinions. That's great. Sorry that day I disturbed your life. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you for the apology. Look, hey, we're all doing the whole self-reflection thing today, my love. I had to really look at some things about myself, and I'm glad that you are doing the same. Yes, it is. Yes, it sucks to be you. It absolutely does not suck to be me. Anyway, moving on. You don't have to put your email in here if that's what you're worried about, my beautiful, gorgeous Andy. It's fine. But if you want to comment on like one of my old videos, like scroll way down and go to like one of my oldest videos and comment there your email. Okay, that way nobody like has to see it. Go like to one of my old videos and just like comment your email there. Okay. I can't goddess. You know, we're actually speaking about Samira, and then another goddess shows up. I love that. I think so, and you can change it. That's my reality of you. I guess Anthony, I guess what I'm trying to understand is why I would give a shit what your opinion is of me. Why you would believe that I would care about your opinion of me, and why that would stop me in any way. Your opinion of me matters not. My opinion of me matters. So if you're using the Holy Spirit to convict me in the heart space of something, I'll go and I'll look at it and I'll be like, oh, wow. He was right. I need to fix my life. Like, you know what I mean? If it's really a God thing, the Holy Spirit will use you to convict me of some sort of truth so I can course correct my life. But if it's just hatred, or it's just like, I don't fucking like you, bitch, shut up. Do you know what I mean? I don't like it. I normally don't accept people's opinions because normally people's opinions are shit. I normally just, if it's the Holy Spirit convicting me of something, then I will let it permeate. You know what I mean? But like the whole, this is my opinion of you, you should care, honey. I don't, though. I don't care that you think I'm rude. I don't care that you think I'm mean. It doesn't matter. Moving on. If you want, just comment to me in like one of the old videos. And I'll just email me, or tell me your email and I'll email you first, okay? Happy birthday, thank you, babe! I really don't care. You sound like a mental person, talking in a circle without getting the point. Right. Oh, okay. I know, honey. I know. It's okay. Okay. Oh. So it's wait. 1-4. I guess I'm not understanding it. Andy, listen. Listen to me. Andy. Andrew. Earth to my love, Andrew. In like one of the old, go way back. That way nobody finds it. And once I have it, I'll delete it anyway, okay? So write on one of my old videos what your email is. I will email you, I'll delete it, okay? I'll also post my number. Cool. But you're guys, look at how burnt I got outside. You're in the UK anyway, so I'll have to WhatsApp you, right? Actually, I can call England. Are you in England? I can call. I'm allowed. I literally called my phone company and I get free calls to the UK, which is kind of nuts. I thought that was insane. I was like, are you serious? Because I was talking to this guy in England and I was like, shut up. I get to call England? She's like, yes, you do. And I was like, girl, because if you knew how cute this guy was, you'd be jumping for joy. I mean, I already knew that most people get from the US gets to call Canada and Mexico, but now I get to call the UK for free as well. So like, ayudo. Same here with the whole opinion thing. I mean, it's like, who cares? Okay, so let me just like, okay, let me internalize this for a second, all right? Hold on. Let me just talk to, what's his name? Anthony. Anthony here says, you're not a nice person. You're not kind at all. You treat others like shit. Okay. So let me just for a second, let me just like kind of sink into it though. Okay. This guy, Andy. What's your name? No, not Andy. Anthony. Anthony says, you're kind of horrible. You're a mean person. No, correction. You're mean to people. No, correction. You're not kind to people. Okay. Now, it's true that just happened. It's true that he feels that way. It's true that he's not changing his mind. And that he's going to probably always think that of me. Now, he wants me to be influenced by his opinion. So, can I be? He says I'm not kind. Is that true? Am I not kind to people? Right. Yes, that is true. Yes. And several occasions I am not kind to people. 100%. Yes, you're right, Anthony. Actually, now that I look at it, you are right. No, I'm serious, legit, 100%. You are right in that I'm not kind to people at some junctions of my life, period. Yes. Right. True that. Now what? Oh, now he says this woman has a lot of problems and is crazy. Okay. So now I look at that, and this is how I teach you guys how to look at these opinions of others and be like, okay, does it compute with what I say? So this woman has a lot of problems. Define a lot. I have problems like anybody else would, sure. And is crazy. Crazy. Define crazy. It's all a spectrum, isn't it? Opinions. They're all like it's a spectrum. So for you to say I'm crazy, it's like, maybe I am. Okay. Next. I have problems. Okay. Maybe I do, but I also have solutions. So when people over the years that I've been homeless, when I was homeless, they would say things like, you deserve to live in your car, bitch. I hope you stay there. I literally had people when I was homeless in the desert living in my car. I'd had people tell me I deserve to be homeless and I should stay there. I had to be the one that would like internalize it, look at it and be like, is this true, Jenna? because this person's cursed. They just typed it out. They typed out a spell. Okay? Words, spelling, spells. That's how it is. They just would type in a spell, send it to me. I either accept it or reject it. And they would literally tell me, bitch, you deserve to rot in that car. Literally, I swear to you guys, that would happen so many times. And I had to look at it and be like, okay, this person hates my guts and wants me to suffer. Okay, cool. Who cares? Do I say I deserve to suffer? Because they say I do. But do I say it? And for the longest time when I hated myself, you know, I used to think, oh, people make fun of my size, and because I'm plus size, they say I deserve less quality of life. And because I've already divorced, they say I deserve never to have another chance in love and all this, you know. People say what they want to say. And I had to really look at it like I'm the only one that can agree to their terms of cursing, though. They send spell work to me, and then I agree to it. I agree to the terms. I say, sure, yeah, you're right. I do deserve homelessness. Oh, woe is me. And then I cry and I say, this will always be my fate. Because I accept the curses. I was accepting their spell work. Same with the Bible. That's a spell work. That's a spell book. First and foremost. Look at Psalms. Those are spells. So, technically speaking, it doesn't necessarily mean that I have to agree to what is being said. In the book of Psalms, I definitely love some of those spells. I love some of those verses where God fights your battles for you and God is your provider and your protector. I love that. So there are some that I accept and some that I don't. But how am I any different than a Christian that cherry picks the Bible anyway? Just because I'm not a Christian, and if I were to read the Bible as a witch, I read it like, these are spells. I agree to some and I don't agree to others. But I also know where the power lies. The power lies in me. Right? Same here. Where there's problems, there's usually solutions. Exactly. Fuck what other people say. I love you, Andy. See, that's the kind of man I need. I need a man in my life who's like, fuck what they say. I love her, period. I love me unconditionally, so why wouldn't the man I'm about to be with love me unconditionally and defend me in the same way I defend myself? Loudly, proudly. 2:22 on the clock. That's crazy. Why do I have to accept that you don't like me and that you think I should shut up? Aren't I allowed to speak my truth? Why can't I? Why am I not allowed to speak the way that I do so boldly and so confidently about my opinions? Because they offend you? Censorship much? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Any will or intention to censor me, you best watch yourself, because I'm pretty sure the universe has a really funny way of making sure you get censored the fuck up. I'm pretty sure you will get censored before I do. Ha! Period. No, that's truly how it is. Anybody who comes at me always has consequences. Always. Girl, I've seen it so many times. That's not a warning. That's not a threat. That's a promise. I have seen the universe chew people up and spit them out, honey, when it comes to messing with me. So I don't do censorship. Okay? I'm not out here being violent, and I'm not being silent. So I don't do those things. Therefore, who are you to try to silence me? Who are you to tell me that I'm not allowed to talk about my experience in religion, with manifestation, with cults and covens? Who are you to tell me that I'm not allowed to experience life the way I want to and then share my testimony? Right. I think you've overcompensated your level of relevance. Let me repeat for Mr. Anthony. I think you overestimated your level of relevance in my life. So your opinion is a moot point. Though it is opinion only, It is also seen as a projection. It is also, if by the untrained eye, it is spell work, but luckily I'm quite trained in witchcraft, so I understand 100% what it is. It's energy work through the form of text projected at someone for them to willingly accept it. Thankfully, I no longer have to accept it. I'm allowed to say, who are you to question me? Andy just wanting some of that Kit Kat. Oh, she has a degree in psychology. No. Hell, no wonder she got divorced. I didn't get divorced. I'm the one that did the divorcing. Andy, you know going to get none of that. Okay, love. Anyway, thanks for being here. It is quite my happy birthday, and I'm really glad that I even have people like Anthony that get to project things onto me. But in the same way that it used to work, it no longer works. I actually like that the universe does this, because sometimes it really does happen like that. Like, how are you going to know how free you really are unless you're looking at those that used to cage you? At comments that used to cage you. People would say all the time to me, tarot reader? A tarot reader? Really? Like, I had people tell me that I don't deserve money for my gig because I throw cartoon cards. And I was like, I say I deserve money for what I do, so who are you to tell me otherwise? Like, they would always be so upset, and it would influence my money, and it would influence the clientele that showed up, and it would influence, like, everybody's opinion of me too, because I would allow these comments to make it real. But it's not the power of the curse, it's the power you give the curse. And I used to give these people so much time in my reality. Like, I used to think your comments somehow matter. Why do people give me shit for it? Because you're awesome and you're really standing your ground, and they can't fucking stand it. They can't understand why anybody would support me. It's not you. You're not a victim, sunshine. Yikes. All I know is I am pure love, and the hatred that you're sending, I literally am not accepting of it. So whatever karma you guys have coming into your world for it, I 100% stand by this message. I 1000% believe that the karma you are about to receive for dishing out the hatred that you have just given is 100% on you, and I would never help you in a day to get out of it. I would never teach you manifesting to get out of that karma if my life depended on it. I wouldn't pee on you if you were on fire. I would not. The universe is going to do what the universe is going to do, and I'm done. People who have that much hatred in their heart at someone who did nothing to them, they're about to get the kind of karma that you won't want to be around. You won't want to see it. Go to my safe, this is my safe space. Bless you, Jen. You too, Andy. Bless you, Andy. I'm sorry, Andy, that you have to experience. And Cat Goddess, the same thing. I'm sorry. Averia, Luna, all of you. That you have to experience success and prosperity. I'm sorry that you have to win at life. Yo! I'm sorry that everybody comes at you because you're fucking awesome. I'm sorry that you're so epic the whole world wants you. I'm sorry that you're such a baddie that everybody wants to get to know you and send hate your way just by associating with me. Girl, I'm so sorry that you're so fucking rich that everybody's angry. I'm sorry that you love your job and you're good at it and you get paid bank for it. I'm sorry that you keep receiving so many blessings from the divine for loving me. I'm sorry that your life is a literal magical fairy tale and like every single person on the planet hates you because you thrive. Shit. I'm sorry that you're that fucking epic and everybody wants to be your friend and your frenemy. I'm sorry that you try to step it up and everybody watches you do it and then comes at you with pitchforks. Luckily, you're taking the advice that I'm giving you and you're not giving a damn. And it looks really good on you, Andy. It looks really good on you, Andrew. I see you. Anybody who could step up to all these trolls and still love me in the face of it, I'm like, call me, sir. Actually, you can't call me, I can call you. Because, like, you know, the whole international rates thing. I'll call you. Because if you were to call me from there, I don't know if your phone company allows calls to the US. I'd love to know, though, because I seriously want to talk to you on the phone. I'm serious. That'd be so fun. But yeah, these people that... Oh, honey. They're miserable. They have no idea what's coming down the pike. That's the whole thing. They're not psychic in that way. They can't fucking know what's about to happen to them. They just can sense something bad is going to happen. Don't worry, I'm cool. I'm sorry you're so amazing, Andy. God. Sucks to be you, huh? Yo, I like you, dude. You're really fun. And I actually really, I'm impressed by the way you can keep up. A lot of hater trolls out there. I'm surprised you can keep up. I've not really met a man yet who can. I'm open to it. I'm open to see who else can experience the level of hatred that I get in a day, and you still thrive, and you still are loved, and you still say, no thank you. I accept this, not that. I accept love, not hatred. I'm just waiting for a man like that. I know he's out there. I know it. I know. I can't be the only one. I'm not the only one. There's no way. There is no way. There is not one way that I'm the only person on the planet getting hate and still giving out love. So I'm about to find some really cool people. Also, I'm not letting handlers shut me down either. In my past life, I know that a lot of people were handlers so that I wouldn't sing and act. I was an actress and a singer in school, and I know that I'm about to be well known for what I do. And I won't even let men that I live with handle me anymore. I don't have handlers. I'm done. No contract signed. I do not allow you to mute me. I do not allow you to cage me anymore. You will never, ever, ever, ever in the history of ever mute me or tell me I cannot say something. Period. No matter where I go, I'll always be taken care of by God. Period. I'm that Leo who can fucking roar. Okay. All right, sir. I know where you can roar. You can roar in my ear anytime. I figured it out. You want love, but it doesn't matter if it's real or fake. Have you figured it out? Have you figured it out? Okay. Okay. Sounds like a very strong opinion. Feels like a very strong, confident, realization. If you're going to double down on it that intensely, well, I hope you're right, son. I hope you're right. I figured it out. She wants love, but it doesn't matter if it's fake or real. Really? I went down to homelessness with collections debt. I hadn't been able to eat for weeks. I would get showered in a Dairy Queen bathroom with just the faucet and a paper towel. There was times I was living in my car, literally, I had no food. No, I had to decide gas money, my registration, my car insurance, or food. So when you say, I don't know if she's in it for real love or fake love, honey, I went down to rock bottom just so that I could go find the real love. Because the fakes weren't doing it for me. I literally left my husband with a six-figure salary, a white picket fence. I could have anything I wanted in this upper white class neighborhood. I had this beautiful life. Go on any vacations I wanted. Cars, drugs, food, alcohol, anything I wanted. I had that life. A cushy life. And because it was fake love, I didn't want it. So, again, you sound very convinced. So, who am I to tell you that you're wrong? Energy, we've got that. We've got that for days, Andy. Rare. We've got that for days, Mr. Leo. You could be Leo my lion any day. Any day. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So to sit here and project onto me that like you figured it out, you're like, you don't know if I want real love or fake love. I do. Thankfully, I know what I want. Bro, I wanted to find truth. I wanted to know why men thought they had power over me. I wanted to know why a ring on my finger was all that I was like good for as a stay-at-home wife. And I wanted to know why I was told not to do this and not to go here and not to talk to that person and not allowed to hug that guy or talk. I wanted to see why like the universe was so magical, but I didn't get to be magic. So for you to say, I figured it out. She just wants love, but she doesn't care if it's fake or real. Yikes. That could be a projection. I would consider that maybe your truth. Maybe that's a self-fulfilling prophecy for you. It's definitely not going to hit this one. I'm not letting that permeate. Not in my reality. Not in my reality. I only get real love. Period. I do too, darling. Hi, Warthog. I can't wait. Now that I know why you weren't able to email me, it makes me feel so much better. I was really offended. Listen, I'm not even going to lie to you, Andy. I kind of took offense to it. I did. I was like, oh my God. He was so excited to talk to me, and then it just didn't work. I didn't realize it was because you couldn't email me. So will you please do me a huge favor and comment on one of my old videos, your email, please? I want love for love. Yeah, me too. Me too. For love's sake. That's it. For love's sake. I just want, I want it for love's sake. Not to like be this princess that gets her way with you. No, I want to experience love because I think it's beautiful. Because I think real love is beautiful. Not to like stick it to my enemies or be like, yeah, see, I fucking married, I married this rich, amazing man that treats me like a goddess. Now I want that just because that's what I deserve. Not to like stick it to you or prove a point, but because I deserve a man who honors me and respects me and loves me so much that he allows himself to be blessed by the universe to bless me. Oh shit. Oh shit. We got the magic DJ on. Uh-oh. Oh no. Girl! You're about to fall in love with my roommate. Yikes. Speaking of love. Oh no, you're gonna fall in love. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ladies. Look, I try to warn you. That man is a heartthrob. He's a heart stealer. He will steal it through music. Girl, guard your heart. Guard your ears. That man right there. His... Yikes. Girl, happy birthday to me. Attraction is distraction. Betrayal is lethal. But heartbreak is painful. It is. Yes, I will do that later, my love. I can't wait. I can't wait. Thank you. Lust make you rust. There you go. That's the truth. There's also this, look, and see, I was telling you guys about the shadow. We've only ever known how to be perfect. Lust is lust is lust. It happens to the best of us, honey. Sometimes the beat gets you, baby. Sometimes that music is too magical. Damn! There's one person, it says in here. One with 43 likes. 143. That's I love you. I'm telling you. God just wants to be your source of love. Fall in love with God right now in the beat. Turn it up, turn it up. That man, I'm telling you what. Damn. So, it's funny because the only thing we really have is Christ consciousness to make us aware of the things that we need to be aware of. What else is going to help wake us up? What other savior is there but the I am, the Christ consciousness that is us? We say, I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am loved. Who's going to say that over your life? Trolls? Your family that hates you? Your ex-boyfriends that want you never to be happy in another union ever because they still secretly pine for you? Girl, who is going to be the one that gives you the new earth? Christ. But what Christ? Is it your fucking president? The doctor? Nah. There's only one. The I am. Which is you. You are. But like, what is it you say you are? I am loved. I am always wealthy. I'm always healthy. I'm always chosen. I'm always on time. I'm always whatever. I am. I am. We're dancing. Ooh, 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 ooh. Can't wait to meet you, Andy. I'm actually really excited. Karma is real. Because you say it is. Because you say it is in your reality. Karma is as real as you say it is. Poverty is as real as you say it is. Hatred is as real as you say it is. The Great Depression, recession, you know, inflation. It's all as real as you say it is. No, guys, it really is like that. And that's what the majority of this message, that's what I was saying. Like, you really can never be told no. The universe only tells you yes. So the message was, are you going to be a good God? Are you going to trust yourself? Are you going to think of yourself highly as, well, an honest, ethical, moral, upstanding citizen? Who are you going to be? If you were told yes with everything all the time, are you going to be a complete tyrant? You know, barreling over people? God, look at the sunburn, though. Who are you going to be? You know? Aw, thank you so much. Don, I appreciate you. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Poseidon? Love it. Hi. We're dancing. We came with nothing and we will leave with nothing. The only thing we have is love. So many people are stingy with it. They're stingy with love. They're stingy with their energy. They're stingy with their soul. They're stingy with their compliments. They're stingy. And I just happen to be quite generous with my loving to a point where you get me in trouble. But I want what I want, and I like what I like, and I've got some things to think about. Oh, thank you. Bless your heart. I love that I love that God is a DJ. Because I wasn't gonna play music. I was. I even turned on my speaker, but it was like, oh, it already shut off. I was like, I'm gonna clear the space, and I was gonna start playing some music, and I never did. And I was just gonna like be like, okay, whatever, I don't care. But then God had some other plans. God was like, let's dance. It's your birthday, bitch. Jenna, Jupiter will enter Leo in July, if you know what I mean. Oh my god. Get out. I love it. How can you guys even take me seriously with this sunburn? If this doesn't look like the most ridiculous thing I've ever witnessed in my life. You know what I like about him? He understands the vibration of music. He understands frequency. So when he plays music like that, one time I said it sounded like there was somebody breaking into the house or into the garage. And he literally came home in like 3 minutes. I was shocked. This was the first time I had just showed up here, and I knew that people, you know, whatever, some men don't like me. Oh, well. And I told him, I said, it sounds like somebody's trying to break in or something. And he was here in 3 minutes. And then he went in the garage and he just started blaring tunes like that. He gets it. That man gets it. That's what I like about him. He understands. He knows how to keep me safe. I will say that. I will say that in this house, he does know how to keep me safe. But the question is he right for me? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But he definitely is good as a divine masculine, and he's a good protector, a good spiritual protector, 100%. That's like one of the best things about him. Do you love your man? He's not my man. Nah, it's me on my snare drum. You look very serious. It makes you look like the true Aries woman you are. Queen of Air, I love you so much. I found my angel. Here you are, hummingbird darling. Oh, you're cute. You're cute, Andy. I guess we'll see. I'm letting God surprise me. Ask, you shall receive. I keep asking that God surprises me, especially on my birthday today, but I just love that you are all here with me right now. His music is so... You guys, you're going to fall in love with that guy. Careful. Don't say I didn't warn you. Do not say I did not warn you. I know. Good luck. That's why he's a music producer, dude. I can't help but dance. You can't stop it. I'm afraid to go out there because I know I'll just dance right there in his garage. I know it. Yep, right? I know. Hence my dilemma. I know. What are you gonna do? They are indeed. What kind of men do you prefer? Strong ones. Who don't give a shit about other people's opinions. Strong-willed. Doesn't even care about my opinion. When I have an opinion, he takes it to God. That's the kind of man I need. I need a man that even when I say like, hey, I mean, you can look at this or you could not. He's like, okay. Thanks for the permission. That's the kind of man I need, honey, because I need me an Aries baddie. That's who I need. Oh, I need me a boss emperor. That's what I need. I'm not doing the whole chump change thing. Nah, we're going straight up champion. If it's not champion, get the fuck out of my life. Like, you have to be at least as strong as I am. If not stronger. I prefer that too. Sometimes I prefer being the weaker of the two, yeah? It's a thing. That's what kind of men I like. I like a man who knows how to be a man. No, correction. I like a man who knows how to be a god. Ooh, babe! This man knows how to clear the energy. And you see my heart chakra finally coming out again. Like, after all that anger, all those people that were hating on me, it's like it cleared. It cleared the space. I'm God of War. Okay. Or like Batman from Arkham Knight. I don't remember that one. I think the last one I watched was the Bane, the one with Bane, the mask guy. Dark Knight Rises. I will say one thing about him is he's so intuitive and he's so empathic. And we live under the same roof, so this is really a benefit, is that he can feel when I'm being attacked. And so in the last 2 hours, I was getting all that negativity. He went outside, turned on the music, and it just cleared everything. Doesn't ask for permission. How much the neighbors love his music too. They love it. They stop by. Yes, when I was out there getting the sunburn, this one guy drove by with his van. He had a van, and he like crept by. He like went real slow while I was sitting out there with him. And the guy waved, and I thought he was waving to me. I was like, oh, hey! But he was really waving to my roommate, obviously, because they're friends. But I was like, oh, that makes sense. Here I was thinking the whole world revolved around me. Okay. But he was like, people really love the music around here. Like, it's kind of fucking awesome. So he's an artist. He's a muralist. He paints for the city. He literally has city contracts. He is a sculptor. He sells to like the city. He sells to people. He sells to museums, things like that. Yeah, it's fucking real, man. It's real magic, real art. And a music producer as well. And soon, I hope to be recording a lot of music with him. And yeah, we'll see. He's got a lot of people in his friend circle. So I'll be rubbing elbows with people very soon. We'll see how that goes. Damn, this music's lit. I love it, don't you? Is that his creation? No. Nope. I don't think so. Sounds like a beautiful place. It really is. It really is. Most people would look at it like it's just a 2-bedroom trailer and it's really, really small, but you gotta understand that as a psychic and as an energy reader, I read energy. I have to be in a place that's magically inclined. Like I have to be somewhere where there's spiritual protections. And trust me, he's a light worker. He's got he put some light codes into this place. So the man knows what he's doing. That's my concern. My concern is that he knows how to get me. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. But yeah, overall, he definitely knows how to keep me safe and keep this place safe, which I can very much respect. He's a psychic medium, so I know that he sees exactly what I see. Yeah. I don't know, guys. God's about to do something real big in my life. I don't know what it is yet. I really, truly don't know. I just know that I'm going along for the ride because I don't know what else to do but just let God lead. So, yeah. But, yeah. Has he heard Bells of Love? Yo! Not yet. Not yet. The world hasn't, but I've heard it. I've heard Bells of Love, Andy. If something was genuinely off about him, you would pick it up instantly. Exactly. Oh, right, exactly. there's nothing but love. I just feel he's that type of person that definitely loves to give love, if you catch my drift. He's the type to love women a lot. Whereas I love men, he definitely loves women. So that's, he's a being of love. He's definitely a lover of love, I guess I would say. The dude's gorgeous and he knows he is. And he brings in some beauties. I'll tell you, that man catches him some pulls in the high quality ladies. Yeah. So anyway, I'm just kind of like, I'm trying not to get too close and get my heart broken. Keep my distance. Just, you know. It's kind of a challenge. Yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll see. We'll see what God has in mind. But anyway, as for this place, it's sacred. It's very holy. This is a beautiful... Guys, I love this place. I really do love this place. Like, what's so cool about it is it's this trailer park, but it's like... Everybody here is fucking magical, dude. Like, everybody is so spiritually inclined. And, everybody seems to like his music. Everybody seems to like him. Everybody seems to... He's got a lot of cool friends, and... We'll see. All I know is my art and my music is about to start taking center stage, and we'll see. We'll see. I'm about to be rubbing elbows with people in the industry, and I absolutely am okay with the way that God uses me, because it's going to be happening very soon. I just need you guys to know I'm a sinner. You just need to know it. You just need to know there's shadow and there's light. As long as you know that, that's on you, baby. That's on everybody listening here. I've given my spiel. I've told you what I am. I've told you what I'm about. And if you want to support, great. You don't want to, that's also awesome. I really love you on your journey as you go in that direction and I go in this direction. And it's like, if you want to stop by every once in 6 months and see where my life is heading, I totally love that. I love that. I'd love to see where you went in 6 months, and you can see where I've gone in 6 months, and I get it. But baby, I'm enjoying pleasure a lot. I'm enjoying my life, and I think a lot of people would say that that's not good, or that is good. I don't know. A lot of people say a lot of things. But like I said, you could be the juiciest peach in the whole world and people will still hate peaches. So you could be like the most perfect, holy, devout nun on the planet and people will still hate your guts. That's just how it is. Pleasure and pain, happiness and sadness. What is one without the other? God's our DJ and we bring the thunder. Oh, be careful. Fucking facts. If something was genuinely off about him, you'd pick it up. I wouldn't have even moved here if I would have known. If there's anything wrong with that guy, I would have, my spirit guides wouldn't have even let me be here. Trust me, honey. The man, the first time I ever met him in person, he came to pick me up. Yeah, a random stranger, a total stranger came to pick me up at the place that I was renting before. That spiritual retreat where the lady was basically like a fake healer. I don't think she was as healing as she thought she was. And I was starting to get the clue because I was living under her roof, like with her. I started to get the idea like, bro, you're not a good woman. Like, you're not really that great of a lady. And I started looking for a place to rent. And I found this place. And I, like, instantly I was drawn to it. I didn't know why I was drawn to it. It's because it's a very magical place. And so I told him, I was like, yeah, I'll come check it out, because he wanted to make sure I liked the house, obviously, because it's small. He wanted to make sure it was cozy enough for me before I paid him the rent and down payment, or the deposit. And so he's like, can you come check it out? And I'm like, yeah, sure. But I was like, it's probably gonna cost at least 50, 60 bucks for me to just take the Uber to get there because I didn't have a car. So I was like, just let me talk a few more things over with you before I do that, because like that's 60 bucks that I'm trying to put towards the deposit. So just let me keep asking some questions. He's like, yeah, no problem. And he's like, oh, I'm coming to pick you up anyway. He's like, once you told me you didn't have a car, I was like, duh, I'm coming to get her. So he went an hour out of his way to come get me, just to have me see the place and to get a vibe, like make sure that we were compatible. And like, but when he picked me up, he parked outside on the street, and I was like, why are you all the way out here? Like, why did you pull into the drive? And he's like, oh, because I know her. What? You know my landlord? He's like, yeah, I've been there. I've been there for a healing session. I was there once for her Reiki, her Kundalini yoga. He's like, let's just say I needed to go to somebody else for Kundalini yoga after that, because that was not the real deal. And I was like, so you get it? You get it? You get why I'm moving? He's like, yeah, I understand. So it's a very small, like, spiritual community here, and like kind of everybody knows everybody. And he was like, yeah, no, I get it. I get now. I see now. He's like, at first I didn't understand the address. I was like, I didn't know. But then when I pulled in, I was like, oh shit, I've been here before. So now he's like, yeah, no, I get it. I get why you're leaving. And yeah, so I moved here like a few weeks ago, and I've just been healing ever since. Like, everything is healing. Body, mind, soul, and spirit, everything. The way I look at love, the way I communicate with people, the way I communicate with myself, the way I look at myself in the mirror. Like, the way the thing that's changed the most since he's been in my life is art. The way that I look at magic, when you put your energy into something you produce. Intention. Putting intention behind thumbnails and the videos that you make and the songs that you're writing, the lyrics, everything. Even giving compliments to people. The intention setting. He's changed it all for me. It's all changing. So. He definitely knows my love language. Music. That's so cute. Darkness and the lightness. Exactly. Loves to give love and is inaccessible in such a slippery territory, though. Exactly. Exactly. So take avoidant and then times it by like 1,000. And he knows my love language. Distance. Avoidance. I might be healing my whole avoidant love thing, and I think he is too, but I used to think that I was just unlovable, but it's that I would push love away. It's like I would only get involved with people that were emotionally unavailable, because I thought that's all I deserved. I deserve distance. I deserve no phone calls. I deserve a date every 6 months. I deserve a guy, like, you know, forgetting that he promised me something. It's like that's always what I thought I deserved. I thought I always deserved an avoidant. But when you see like unhealed trauma in that avoidant, you're like, I deserve better. So I only deserve a healed man, period. I deserve a man who came to his own healing, who did his own thing. And when I met him, I was like, wait a minute. So you've been doing yoga, you've been doing Kundalini yoga, you've been a healer, you're a shaman. You're not really avoiding love at all, are you? Is it like a head fake? Like, you're trying to convince people that you're avoidant of love, that you don't want commitment, but deep down you do? Deep down you're already committed to self and you're already committed to God? I think it's just a head fake. I don't know. The coolest part about learning that he knew the lady at that place, the coolest part about it was him telling me that he learned it on his own. I didn't have to teach him. what fake healers are. I didn't have to teach him what karmic women are. I didn't have to do any of that. Like, he was out here learning that shit on his own. Girl, to find a high priest that you didn't have to teach or throw cards for or guide or instruct or mentor, it's just, it's wow. It's pretty cool, honestly. I didn't have to teach him any of that. He was just like, yeah, I didn't like it. She seemed fake, so I went somewhere else. Oh, very happy birthday. Thank you. Oh, that's okay. Our energy lyrics, so kindly spoken with a voice that sells to millions. Yep. Yep. Well, why not? Why? Why not? Why is he not allowed to put his energy into something and have it sell? So only assholes and slimy people on the planet are allowed to do that? Why can't you make art with your love and have it sell to millions? Why not? Because we were told that we're not allowed to? We were told it's selfish or something for you to have more than $1 in your bank account? Bro, so many people hate rich people, and then you guys want to go be rich. You want to use your talents, your gifts to make a name for yourself, and you're going to. But you have to get out of this, everybody's mad at me that I'm rich. Well, they hate every rich person, not just you. They feel entitled to everybody's abundance, but then they know they're not entitled to it. Just because you're an empath doesn't mean you have to take what is given to you. You're allowed to claim, I want fucking more. I want to use my magic for good. I want to use my art for good. I want to use my music for good. I'm going to fucking get paid for it. You don't like that? Tough shit. Tough shit. You know how many people tell me that my readings are expensive? I'm like, okay, go to a reader who does that shit for free then. You get what you pay for. Go to ChatGPT. Go get your advice there, bud. At the end of the day, you are the one that says, nah, this is what my energy is worth. It's worth far more. I honestly should start charging more. Add interest to that bitch. Serious. So at the end of the day, you're the one that determines your worth, your value, what the value of your magic is. And you know what I envy about that guy so much? He fucking knows his worth. He knows what his magic is. He knows every time he makes a sculpture what it's worth. And he won't even bat an eye if an investor isn't willing to pay the real amount. He knows. I love that about him. When he makes his sculptures and he takes it to a museum, a show, and the museum buys it, or the city, he freaking knows. That's what I love about living here. He is teaching me so much about how to charge what the fuck I'm worth, honey. And universe is not on a budget. Yeah, that's right, God. More, thank you. Happy birthday to me. I am worthy of more. So in this 3 hours of talking, I went from crying, being like, oh my God, you guys, don't listen to me, and I'm like, I'm not, to 3 hours later being like, I know who the fuck I am. Bet. Yes! I know who I am. And I know who you are too. You're pure love. The real question is, how come only the douchebags of the planet get to make money for their magic? Huh? Their art. All their TV shows and how come? No, I'm serious. It's just because why? Because we as empaths, we were doormats for everybody our whole life. All of a sudden we're like, pay me more. I demand more. And if it's not you, boss, then I'll go find another gig. Bet. I'll go find another job, sir, if you're not going to promote me, because I know my worth. And what? So you're that person that goes out and says, I deserve better. You go get a new job. You go get a better man. You go get bigger and better, honey. And people are freaking livid. Ooh, they get mad. They get mad. Mad. Let them. Let them. Because you know your worth. You knew your worth. That's why you quit that job, because your boss was giving you pennies. You're like, hell no. I deserve better, bitch. Better. And if you're not gonna do it, sir, after you've witnessed me all these years carrying your business for you, then honey, I'm out. And you guys really truly give it to yourself. You say, you know what, universe isn't on a budget. The universe wants to bless me with so much more. Just prepare for it. Yo, and I told you it would take a little bit of time that I would transmute that. Yeah. Notice how there's no more hate comments in here. There's no more hateful rhetoric. Yes. Very happy birthday. Thank you so much. Man, I tell you what, sometimes it just takes a little bit of music to change everything. Oh, Warthog said big and strong. Right, that's what I deserve. You said, what kind of man do I want? Big and strong, period. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that makes me selfish. I'm sorry if I want bigger and better. I'm sorry if I want a bigger and better bank account. I'm sorry if I want a bigger and better friend group. I'm sorry if I want a bigger and better man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been the type that's publicly known for having dumped a lot of men, and it was because they weren't good enough, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Does that make me a horrible person? They weren't good enough for me. Do you know how many times you've probably had your best friend say, girl, he's not good enough? Or your dad that's like, he's just not good enough for you. So because I say that, because nobody else is going to say it, because I don't have any friends or family, I say, he's just not that good for you, Jenna. And I've left so many toxic men that now I'm like, I'll let the universe pick them for me. And honey, it's always bigger and better. So I'm going to let the universe do what the universe does. And it's like, this is what is hated? This is why it's a modern day witch hunt? Because a woman such as myself refuses to be told no. I refuse to be told I can't have it. I'm not allowed. All right. I guess. But even in the beginning of this stream, I was like, I was hating my shadow side, the side that wanted what it wants. I want what I want. I want what I want. I want what I want, and I'm sorry that I'm not sorry. Oh, I want what I want, and I'm sorry I'm not sorry. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm sorry I'm not sorry. Maybe that's what makes me such a bad person, and that's why so many people hate me. Maybe. Hi-hat snare, hi-hat snare. Happy days are coming. 2 days with you. You wouldn't want to let me go. Oh, damn, Andy. "2 days with you. You wouldn't want to let me go." All right, sir. Hey, I trust you on that. I feel like anybody confident enough to say that about themselves must know what he's talking about. Tunes travel long distance. Absolutely. I think because you realize the range of your emotional availability, you attract those who lack it. Oh. Shut up. Fucking genius. But their deficiency doesn't create appreciation. It only attracts them to what they can't value. Ooh, wait a minute. You attract those who lack it, but their deficiency doesn't create appreciation. It only attracts them to what they can't value. Right. Oh, do you know that makes so much fucking sense? Girl, what? Is she like my free therapist? she is. She's my free shrink. Damn, you know me like the back of your hand, Avaria. That's, yeah. But their deficiency does not create appreciation, right? It only attracts them to what they can't value and what they can't sustain within themselves, yeah. The real question would be then, how do I attract those who have an abundance of it? That's the real question. The real question then is, if you're that emotionally available and you're that ready and receptive to have love, then how do you attract those that are fully capable of having that emotional vulnerability and openness? How do you attract that? No, I'm serious. That's a genuine question. How do you attract that? Maybe you just tell the universe, I'm ready. You say, I attract it by going into my imagination and creating it there. What would it look like? What would it look like to have an emotionally open connection? How would it feel to be with someone that genuinely, openly expresses themselves all the time, confidently? Well, I mean, you'd go into your imagination, or you'd affirm in your head. You'd think thoughts from the version of you that already has it. Let me repeat. You'd think thoughts, which is all that's required. To shift to a new reality, all you need to do is think thoughts. That's it. So you think thoughts from the version of reality that you already have that partner. So you would think, wow, why is he opening up to me so much? Does he really love me like this? Did he just cry in front of me? Is he really this single and available? Oh my God. Did he just literally tell me I'm the only thing he wants? Like, these are the thoughts you would think from that version of you that has the emotionally available person in your life. Aw, thank you, Miss Lord. Thank you. We make our own choice in which way we feel energy. Exactly. You make an attractive what? You make an attractive novice? Novice? You make an attractive noise. People like it. They respect that. Thank you. You make an attractive noise, yeah. Ooh, make some attractive noise, like maybe you ever had a choice. Yeah! I don't know if you had a choice. I'm kind of wondering how much of this was already predestined for us. Like, I say we make our own fate, but your higher self maybe already made it. The decision has already been made. You decided to be love, so now you're just watching the movie play out. You're watching the movie play out. And it's like, you create the next scene of your movie by thinking thoughts aligned with whatever you want. Your imagination is the preview of upcoming events. So if you imagine something right now, that is the present moment. Your imagination, the 4D, is the present moment. Even looking at your 3D matrix, this is just a culmination of the shit thoughts that you've had before, or the positive thoughts. Do you like your life? So change it. Do you like what you see in the 3D? Okay, then we'll change it. Until you love it, and then there's nothing left to change. It becomes a belief. It becomes a habitual pattern. It becomes a duh, it's mine. Of course it is. But yes, I really want you in my life. Oh, I want that too, Andy. I want to meet you. So my suggestion to you, sir, should you choose to accept it, is to go back on one of my old videos and please comment your phone number or your email or whatever. Your email, don't, I mean, I wouldn't put your phone number out there. Your email, and then it'll be so like old of a video that nobody will see it, and then I'll just delete it when I write it down, okay? I feel a lot better knowing that you didn't stand me up. I was like, he didn't even email me. He said he would, and then he didn't. Tell me his music is not epic. His music choice. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. I thought, oh, wow, I just got stood up again. But now that you tell me you couldn't email me, that makes me feel a little bit better, to be honest. I feel better. But yeah, the real question, Avaria, is how do we accept that there is a reality where men are emotionally available? Think thoughts from that version. The version of you that already has that person. Most of us think thoughts from the version of us that only attracts low vibrational, narcissistic, parasitic leeches. We think, oh, they're never available. He never calls me. He never heals. I wish he would just heal with me, and I wish he would just love me, and I wish he would just be more available. And so we're thinking thoughts from that version of us that only brings in more unavailable men. So the real question, how do we bring in emotionally available men? The same way we brought in the emotionally unavailable ones. Yeah, that's how you do it. Think thoughts from the version of you that he opened up to. Duh, of course he's talking to me. I'm his comfort zone. Of course he's crying on my shoulder. He loves me. He trusts me. He heals with me. I'm a healer. He's a healer. We have a healthy, happy, harmonious relationship. That's what the thoughts would be if you were thinking thoughts from that version of you. So think it now. And since they don't have it in them in order to recognize it, how could they possibly value it? Closed circuit. Right. Girl, you're making too much damn sense today. And since they don't have it in them, meaning emotional openness, they can't recognize it. Well, I bet they recognize it. They just don't understand it. They see it's something you have that they don't have. So of course they're drawn to it. Just like your light irritates people's demons because they don't have light in their life. They don't have happiness. They don't have joy. They don't have confidence. It doesn't mean they don't see it. They just don't know what it is. So you're manifesting men, I guess I am especially, who have emotional openness now. Not because I'm emotionally open. I've always been emotionally open. Even when I was in commitments that weren't helping me at all, I was still doing it then. It's just I didn't expect people to show up doing that. You guys, it's the law of assumption. What you assume to be true is true. When you assume that all men are the same and they're all going to show up not appreciating you, that's exactly what happens. And when you see it so many times solidified, oh, there's more proof. Boom, it happens again. It solidifies the belief, and then you manifest more of it. So it internalizes so much faster. It's like this downward spiral. But if you could start saying like, wow, men open up to me so easily. They're always so available for me. He prioritizes me. I am that man's top priority. What? You start thinking thoughts like that, and the universe has no choice but to show you proof of it. And then it re-solidifies that belief into an upward spiral. You see? It re-solidifies a new belief that it is possible men can be emotionally available, not emotionally avoidant. Yeah? 444, I think. Yeah, people will see my number, but I said before, you can always change a number. I will give you my other number when we can talk. No. Post it in an old video. Don't put it for everybody here to see. Well, we got a Q&A, your hot as hell neighbor for Divine Masculine Enlightenment session. Girl, he's too hot for his own good. And he knows it too. I was like, so you had fun, yeah? You went to a club. He goes, every weekend. I'm like, I thought about going out with him. He asked when I first started like talking to him, he was like, you want to come to an event? And I was like, I don't know if it's my crowd, bud. But part of me kind of wants to try. I don't know. I like it, I guess. I like his music. I like his vibe. I trust him. I don't know if I should, but I do. There's something really dark and mysterious about him. Something light and holy about it too. I don't know. I can't quite figure it out. And I think maybe that's what I like, is not being able to figure it out. I like the mysteriousness of it, you know? I hate people that are too available. And I do. I don't like it. It's like the mysteriousness of anybody is kind of their attractiveness, you know? I like not being able to figure somebody out, especially as a psychic. Because I can read people so easily, and I like not being able to read him, you know? I like being surprised. But yeah, he is hot as hell. And he's got that going for him, and he's one of those guys that knows he's hot as hell. Knows he's hot as hell. Knows he can pull any girl he wants, and definitely I don't think he cares. He can literally manifest anybody. There's something about it, like he just teaches me so much confidence. You know, I've only been here 3 weeks, and he's got me changing like so much of myself, but in a good way, not in a manipulative way, but in a like, I'm looking and I'm seeing. I like how he uses his magic. I like how he uses his music. I like how he uses his art. I like him. We'll see. It's kind of getting to be that phase. I don't know good from evil anymore. It's kind of all blending into one. There's shadow and there's light, and then there's just all of it now. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Yikes. Oh god. It's fuck! What's a girl to do? Emotional availability. What's that? I don't know. But yes, I do. Because again, you go into your imagination, you start thinking thoughts from the version of like, oh, of course they opened up to me. Of course I'm a healer. Of course they opened up to me. Of course he confessed feelings. Of course he told me everything. That's all I expect. So you get to this point where everybody who shows up in your reality, literally that's the currency. That's the going rate to being in your life. That's the going rate to being in your reality. Of course they open up. Of course they're honest. Every person in your reality is honest. Now. They're all truth tellers. Now. They all live upright. They're all telling you who they really are. When I say live upright, like I don't even know what that means anymore. I don't know. All I know is I'm not losing myself. I'm just finding myself. I'm finding that there are lots of shades of gray, honey. There are lots of shades of gray. That's all I know. That's all I know. Black and white, that ship has sailed. Baby, it is just shades of gray anymore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But that's my world. That's my reality. I will reveal the face behind the mask. Okay, I can't wait, Andy. I can't wait. We're gonna have a great journey together. Life-changing experience. I bet. I bet. I bet! Okay. Okay. Just find like one of my old videos and post it there, okay? I'll talk to you later, Andy. Thank you for being here. He's composed, hot, knows how to be around women, and makes you feel safe. Ladies, we gotta lock in. Maria! I'm telling you what, though. When you meet a guy who knows women, like and he like knows women, like he knows how to be in their head, he knows how to be in their everything. It's like it's one of those, you gotta know who the fuck you are, honey. I have a feeling if I go out to a club with him, I'm pretty sure I know the girls that will show up there for him, and I'm gonna have to look at them and then look at me and be like, you got this, bitch. You're good. You're good. You're good. Sure. Sure. Is she a model? Hell yeah. Okay. Sure. Size 2, perky, and very, very successful. Has the status of a goddess. I like that. I like that. All right, but then there's me. Then there's me. She ain't me, bitch. That's how it has to be. It has to be that, or I'm not even stepping foot in a club with him. If it's not, I know who Jenna is, then I literally just stay at home in my PJs, eating some popcorn, watching Netflix. It's gonna have to be like that on a Friday night. I'm a little scared, to be honest, because I just know. We're not in Kansas anymore, Varia. We're in a new league. Baby, we're in the big leagues now. They don't make them like they used to, honey. Nah, we did way too much growth. We ascended way too high, bitch. We are in a whole new league, and they don't make men like they used to. So we're gonna have to see. I have to like really know who I am, because like I don't even have a dress to go to a club. Like I don't even have that look. See, when I was homeless, I didn't have money at all to buy a new outfit. I haven't bought like a new outfit, I don't know, in at least 6 or 7 years. Like the shit I own, I have like I have holes in my clothes, and it's just paint stains, and I wouldn't even know what to wear to an event like that. I'm like a fish out of water, I guess. We'll see how it goes. It's kind of fun though. He's cool. It's fun. If at the end of the day you're God of your reality, I guess what I'm gonna ask you guys is, why would you keep manifesting the closed off version of that person? Is it because that's all you've ever known? You don't know how to change it? I will 7:20 p.m. here. Promise I'll do it before I sleep. Me and you will rock that club. Oh my gosh, I fucking love it, Andy. All right. I'm excited to see who you are. Damn, Andy. You're Leo be Leoing, okay? I like it. I love the confidence, sir. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. For my birthday, you'll let me have a call with you? What is that in your profile picture? I can't see. What is that? What's that? From here, it looks like a koala. But it's so tiny. Like, it's so small, the profile pictures. I never get to see it, like, it won't or anything. I realize now I'm not here for just everybody. It's a motorbike mask. Shut up. You ride a motorbike? Serious? It's kind of hot. You ride a motorbike? Really? Do you own a motorbike? That's kind of really... That's cool. Do you own a motorcycle? No, you don't. Oh, we gotta manifest that for you, sir. You got the mask, the helmet, but you gotta have the bike. Don't worry. I've got my own magic, so even though you think you've got the Leo magic, I've got the Jenna magic, so you and me, we will create amazing things. Okay, guys, now I gotta go because I gotta go. It's giving. I gotta go. That music. It's doing things to me, honey. Averia, are you feeling it too, or is it just me? Listen, I'm serious. I can't be the only one, right? I can feel that. Oh, that I have my own magic to give to you, Andy. I'm actually really impressed with Andy. Thank you. Okay, we'll speak soon, honey. Bye. Bye. I'm actually really impressed with that guy. I'm kind of shocked. People normally can't withstand the brutal attacks that just took place on my channel for the last 3 hours. Normally people don't like live to tell the tale. They show up here and then they get chewed up and spit out, and like so many hateful trolls come after them that like normally they bolt. So for him to still be here, that's kind of crazy. So I definitely notice these things. And Averia too, the way that you always hold your own, girl. Yeah. Have the bestest stay lovely. I love you, Averia. I will now. I will that you showed up. Thanks, sis. Jenna the Leo magnet. Yeah. That long? Wow. Oh yeah, 3 hours, right? I know. I feel like I just went live. Did you know that was 3 hours? Me either. 3.5. Girl, I'm gonna go shower though. I gotta do something. I'm still in my PJs. I'm literally still in my flannel pantalones. This is the only thing of my ex's that I own. My ex bought me these PJs. I literally removed everything else from my life except these. I'm like, fuck no. I'm taking this as a gift. I'm not throwing these out. From that warlock. My past warlock ex from last summer. These were the only things I kept. I'm not throwing these out. Hell no. You know, when people are like, girl, just clean it all out. Clean out your closet. Get rid of that guy. Wash that guy out of your hair. And I was like, sure, I'll wash him out of my hair, but I'm keeping these fucking pants. I don't care if he fucking knows. I don't care who knows. These are the comfiest motherfuckers I've ever slept in. I love these things. I'm not getting rid of them. I don't care. I'll get rid of the man, but not the pants. I literally threw everything else out except these. And I'm like, I don't care. I think I know why, though, they tell you to do that. So that when you look at your pants, you're like not remembering your ex-boyfriend. I think that's why. They normally tell you to get rid of everything so that when you look at that item, the first thing you think isn't your ex-boyfriend. I don't give a shit. Here's my favorite. These are cozy as hell, honey. These are cozy as hell. I don't give a shit. Yes, we did before. I'm sure we did a lot of things before, Andy. You and me probably been... This isn't our first rodeo, I bet. The way that you can handle the psychic spiritual battle, my love. It's giving motorcycle. We need to get you a motorcycle because like badass men like yourself are always riding Harleys. You know what I mean? So we need to manifest that for you, sir. But yeah. I really do love you guys. I thank you for being here, and thanks for helping me cry and get over my problems. Cause it's my birthday and I'll cry if I want to. Anyway, I'm gonna go get a shower, but I love you guys very much. I'll probably be live later tonight too. I kind of want to dance. I really wanted to make a song. I'm just feeling it. I'm feeling like writing a song. So, all right. I love you. I love you. I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye.